Shawty want romance, fucking no bro, man. Y'all already know, I know, yeah. Snapping like Kodak, she want me so bad. I just want all these hoes, yeah. Oh, no. Tried to start the flow, yeah. Had to duck and roll. I've been on the go. Running on, thinking I done enough. It's like a wish in a well. Fuck it up, waist like a rubber duck. I got some drip to sell, yeah. Out the face like, who is that? I'm going back to back. They like, oh, it's Jackson, that boy be cracked, that's facts. Always chasing them bags, always on me, them rags. Always chasing the cash, never going outside, never coming in last. It been just me for too long, how can I do wrong? Every beat get flew on. Checks on me like coupons, bitch, and the shit get pulled on. Shawty want romance, fucking no bro, man. Y'all already know, I know, yeah. Snapping like Kodak, she want me so bad. I just want all these hoes, yeah. Oh, no. Tried to start the flow, yeah. Had to duck and roll. I've been on the go. Popped in them up for the summer, yeah. Let some of my homies behind with a bummer. Snakes got mo, got done. Smooth little jet like butter. I don't win up like airplane mode. Stacking my chips and you know I don't fold. Throwing still new, I'm still paving these roads. Loving the view, so I'm doing the most. Yeah, walking with the venom, I get 'em. Killing with the pen, got dead 'em. All these other rappers, I'ma hit 'em, and the only reason they be on the up, cause I let 'em. Hold on, don't let me flex. No, I got one sad ex. I'm in the front like breast, yes. Know that I got 'em impressed. They know who really are next, yes. Shawty want romance, fucking no bro, man. Y'all already know, I know, yeah. Snapping like Kodak, she want me so bad. I just want all these hoes, yeah. Oh, no. Tried to start the flow, yeah. Had to duck and roll. I've been on the go. Shawty want romance, fucking no bro, man. Y'all already know, I know, yeah. Snapping like Kodak, she want me so bad. I just want all these hoes, yeah. Oh, no. Tried to start the flow, yeah. Had to duck and roll. I've been on the go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Brian Mansell Show, doing the exclusive Thursday Night Football stream. I'm going to need 1 second. I'm just working right now. You're going to see the old stuff I did from Monday. I have to replace a couple graphics I noticed, so we're going to take care of that real quick. If you guys see the old stuff, I'm going to make a quick substitution for the live play-by-play. This is what we did on Monday, Monday Night Football. We're going to replace this real quick so you guys can watch if you would like. I have to switch off my overlay and replace it with a different file. As you guys are about to see right now, in 3, 2, 1, done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our overlay for today's game. The Bengals and the Ravens. Joe Burrow versus Lamar Jackson here in a classic matchup. I'm correct. I believe the Bengals are 5-4. I'd have to double check that information. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm probably wrong, but I'll confirm that now. They're 5-4. Okay, I'm right. 5-4 compared to 7-3. Okay, I had it right. Just want to make sure I had it right. So if you guys are tuning in for the first time, welcome to the Brian Mansell Show. I am Brian Mansell. I'm a sports media professional who's been working in the industry for a few years now. And I've got a podcast, or, vodcast as you like to call it, whatever you want to call it. But today, exclusively, we are doing a play-by-play stream. I put out a poll on Twitter to see what you guys felt was going to be the best option. Should we do a basketball stream doing the Heat game against the Nets? Should we do a game between the Devils and the Penguins for hockey? Or should we do Thursday Night Football? And you guys said Thursday Night Football overwhelmingly. So we're sticking with the Bengals and the Ravens for tonight. I guess you guys really like the football streams. So we're going to stick with it. We're going to do that. Obviously, this game is starting in about 4 minutes. So a little quick background on the game, the ins and outs. I'll give you guys a quick injury report update. If I've got anything, let me see what I can find. I'm sure we will definitely have something. Let me go find it now. Going to ESPN for the full information. Also, a quick update. As we expected, as we talked about earlier on the show, it was kind of known at this point, but important to note. Ohtani and Acuna did win the MVP awards for the American League and National League. It was a unanimous vote. I told you guys it was more than likely they were going to win that thing. Not much argument against that. But in terms of the injury report for today, inactive today for Cincinnati. No Yoshivas, no Higgins, no Hubbard. We already knew that. You can now add to that list Devin Harper and Trey Hill. For Baltimore, no Broderick Washington. No They don't have a defensive tackle. Josh in their emergency QB. Josh Johnson, he is out. Malisala Amavai Lalu, he is their offensive tackle. He is out today as well. Same goes for Trenton Simpson, their linebacker. That is the state of the team. We spoke about it earlier today during the show that both teams are coming off losses. Ravens had a heartbreaker to Cleveland, Bengals to Houston. Both teams losing by a game-winning field goal as time expired by both teams. So in this case, both teams looking to get right. Baltimore 3-2 at home this year. Bengals are 2-2 on the road. If the Bengals get a big win here, it's going to put them right in the mix for not only the division, but give them a strong stance in that wild card. If they lose this one, it's pretty much the wild card at this point. They're not going to get much of anything else. This is where it all rests and matters now, is here. So everything you do here matters. That's the thing. As always, too, we'd like to keep something. I introduced this on the Monday Night Football stream. We're going to keep it around here. Now, for those who don't know how the scoreboard works, I'll show you guys some stuff with the scoreboard. If I hit the start, you'll see it start running here on here. Again, everything is not automated. This is manually done. So you'll see that. If we come to the end of a quarter, I will sound the buzzer. Like you would for the NBA to kind of signify that the quarter has ended, or the half has ended, or even the game has ended. You could also control the score, the timeouts, the quarters, the downs, the distance, the fouls. However, I feel doing this and just putting up a foul flag like that, it's hard to see. I would rather you guys get to see a physical flag up in the air like this and just know that this signifies that there was a flag on the field. If you see me throw that in the air, it means we had a flag on the field. So just so you guys are aware of all that and everything, just so we get that, for the most part, out of the way. If anything, I do have a whistle too, but I kind of don't want to use the whistle and, blow your guys' ears out. So I'm going to avoid doing that. We're going to stick with flag. As well, let you guys know, if you guys have any games you're interested in watching this weekend and looking for some, you're not going to be able to be home or something. Ooh, I just realized I messed something up with the scoreboard. Give me a sec. Okay, I forgot to change the title. I'm going to change it up. Sorry about that, everybody. We're going to change this. Just made the change now. The title was wrong. Meant to write Thursday Night Football for Week 11 here on the bottom. But we are here, folks. We're at that point. We're only a few seconds away from a kickoff. Now, this game has huge implications. The AFC North is massively contested. Bengals sit in last place at 5-4. Baltimore in first at 7-3. In between there, Pittsburgh and Cleveland are tied at 6-3. This is now the third straight season that Baltimore's starting 7-3 and is leading the actual AFC North again. That doesn't say much because in previous seasons you guys saw how they did. It wasn't too good, honestly. It's, they always fall apart. However, the Steelers are 6-3, 2-0 in the division. They've been outgamed in every game this season in terms of yardage. For the Browns, Deshaun Watson's out for the year with the shoulder injury. He's done for. They're going to have to rely on DTR. And for the Bengals, they're looking for their first division victory, and this is their third straight season starting 5-4, but they've won the last two AFC North titles despite starting 5-4 in 3 consecutive seasons. On each sideline, you got Zach Taylor for the Cincinnati Bengals, and for the Ravens, longtime head coach John Harbaugh, the brother of the controversial Jim Harbaugh, as I'm going to call him now, the controversial Jim Harbaugh, for doing basic football things. We are just seconds away from kickoff as the unit is out there. The Bengals are kicking off. The Ravens are receiving. The kick is on its way, and here we go. We've got action here. As the ball is going to go out the back of the end zone for a touchback. I miss opening kickoff action. I miss opening kickoff returns. It used to be so much fun to watch them. But Lamar Jackson, someone you could argue is in the MVP conversation right now. This is 9th career start against the Bengals here. 7-1 against them with a completion percentage of 62%, almost 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Has rushed for over 600 yards and 2 touchdowns against them in his career. So we're here at 1st and 10 now. First play of the game on their own 25. How will the Ravens open up the game today? Lamar in shotgun. Play action already. Dropping back, throwing, completes it to Andrews, who is wide open, nobody covering him. It's first down, Ravens. That's a 14-yard gain and a first down for Baltimore. Great start already. Andrews running a beautiful route, uncovered. Coming down the middle, linebacker was tailing him. Gave him a little bit of distance, left him wide open. Able to get a quick little out route to the sidelines. Well done by Andrews and Jackson on that one. Now on their own 39. Zay Flowers in motion. Ricard in motion, the fullback, to the left. Hand off to Edwards, looking for something open. He's not going to get anything there. He's only going to go for a yard and be stopped short. So it'll be second down now, and what looks to be likely 10, maybe 9. Ronnie Stanley's inactive tonight for Baltimore, one of their big anchor points in the tackles position. Former All-Pro and Pro Bowl selection back in 2019. And Makari will be starting in his place. He's had 36 starts in 65 career games he's played. He's starting at left tackle today. So it's 2nd and 9 here for the Ravens. Man in motion. Lamar in the shotgun. Man in the backfield. Spread out. They have a spread play out right now. Pressure coming in. He completes it across the middle. Flowers breaking away speed. Breaks him in. He's moving past the 40. Going to the 30. Going out just shy of the 25. Pushed out of bounds by Troy Hill. And that's a first down and just outside of the red zone for the Ravens. Amazing play by Zay Flowers. One of the fastest and most elusive in this game. He throws it on a simple slant route. And he cuts around, breaks the... And that looked to me like he broke Wilson. Was it Wilson? Yeah, he did a great job. And Isaiah Likely moving down the field to create some blocking. As on next play, it's a keeper for Lamar. Making some running to the right. He's going to go down just around the 20-yard line. And that'll put him about 4 yards short. But it's second down. And what looks to be 4. This team is really moving right now. They're moving this ball well. 2nd and 3. This is what you want to see from this Ravens offense after having some struggles in previous weeks. They're starting to really find their groove and rhythm. But it's about maintaining and playing through 4 quarters. We've said, even on today's stream, we've said it earlier today. The Ravens' issue is needing to finish games and play through all 4 quarters, not just 3. As the handoff to running back here, he is found out in the backfield, sniffed out and down. That's going to be Keaton Mitchell, the undrafted rookie, who loses a yard on that one. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Ravens. And we're only 3 minutes into this game, and they're already just outside the red zone. Empty backfield. Lamar looking. Pressure coming. Rolling out to the left. Looking for a man. He's going to take himself. He's going to get the first down. And he's going to go down around the 13-yard line. He was about to get hit, and he stopped himself and hit the ground. But it is a first down nonetheless for the Baltimore Ravens. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ravens are in the red zone. They are in the red zone. Joe Burrow just getting warmed up, ready to go on that field at any point. He's waiting for that moment. Jackson has 4,933 career rushing yards, which is the 4th most all-time by a quarterback. That run he just had has officially allowed him to eclipse Randall Cunningham, the legendary dual-threat quarterback from the 80s and 90s. As Lamar completes the pass to Andrews, makes a move. He's going to go down just shy of the first down marker. It'll be 2nd down, but we've got an injury. Oh, no, this is not good. We got a serious injury to Mark Andrews. He is down. He cannot get up. Stop the clock. We're stopping the clock with 10:53 to go. They're rushing out there. He is on the ground. He can't get up. Oh, my goodness. Lamar just threw his helmet down. They're gonna go to commercial break. I'm not making any speculation. That's what we're not gonna do, is speculate what just happened. But yeah, it was a weird hit. The play that he just took, the hit he just took, the way he came down was awkward. It was really awkward. It looked like a routine play to the ground, and he's just... I really hope Mark Andrews is okay. That was That was rough. He went down. He's in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. I'm a little, I'm sorry if I seem a little speechless, but it's a little wild to see, somebody went to get up, and they went to help him up, and he just immediately goes, no, 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 stop, and he's like holding himself like this. He's like grabbing his head, going like this in so much pain, like he can't take it, and he's like moving around, like his upper body's moving, his lower body's not. I'm actually terrified right now for the hit he just took. I'm actually nervous for what just happened. I'm hoping he's okay. I'm praying he's okay. That didn't look good. Again, praying for him. I'm looking to see if I got anything else. I don't want to be the one that shows the play. I don't feel like that's right. I'm not going to show the play, but it was the hit wasn't ugly by any means. It was just the hit he took. It was kind of like a slam into the side, and his head went down into the ground with his body. Came in a little like crooked like that down. It might have been possibly a neck injury that goes down to his back. So I'm nervous for two things, either a head injury or a neck injury. We're going to see what it looks like when we come back from commercial. They're still in it right now. It's a long commercial break. I hope everything's all right. I really do. In the meantime, if you guys are watching this for the first time, tuning in, please consider following the channel on Twitch. It goes a long way in helping us get more exposure for the channel. And Mark Andrews is coming off under his own power, thank goodness. He's limping heavy, though. So the way he came down, it looks like it started out. We're trying to see if it's his leg, which I don't think it was. It was the way his shoulder came down. But on 2nd down and 1, the handoff to the running back is going to be, looks to be just about short. It's going to be about 3rd and inches. Again, hope everything's all right with Mark Andrews. You never want to see that. It's terrifying to see a man go down like that. It's not good. It's not. They gave him the 1st down. It's going to be a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal for Baltimore. I just said goal. There we go. 1st and goal for Baltimore. 10:08 on the clock. They're on the 3-yard line. The pitch out to Edwards, looking for something. Gets into the end zone for a touchdown on the left side. It's a touchdown for Baltimore. Gus Edwards. You got a touchdown prop for today. Congratulations. Gus Edwards just cashed. It took 5 minutes to get down that field, but they were able to score and make something the most of it. Or were able to make the most of it. 9 plays, 75 yards, just under 5 minutes total on that drive. 6-0 Baltimore. I forgot to stop the clock. Andrews walking on the sideline. They're probably going to take him either to the blue medical tent or take him back to the locker room to be examined, possibly for a concussion or for other things. But Justin Tucker's out there to kick the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's all good. And it's 7-0 Baltimore. First 5 minutes, no problem. Baltimore opens up the scoring on their first drive with a touchdown, a 3-yard rushing touchdown for Gus Edwards. Again, beautifully done, running it in down to the left side, hitting the right gaps, great blocking, rolling on the outside. He able to cut right back inside the guard, runs right through the linebacker into the end zone, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. Who cares if he wraps you? Spin your body around, keep those legs moving to force your momentum forward. Exactly what he did. Falls in the end zone. Touchdown Ravens. 7-0. That is where we're at. So like I was saying earlier, if you guys are watching this for the first time, please consider following us on Twitch. We're 1 follower away from hitting 20. So we're really looking forward to anything you guys do and giving us a follow there. If you guys are watching this on... I got it wrong. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. We got some content working on along the way. We are doing a lot of live streams, but I have something I'm thinking about right now. I'm reworking an imperialism idea. Likely going to do an imperialism stream on Saturday. during college football action, which is funny because it goes along with the whole college. It goes along with the whole college football theme. So that's what we're gonna do. College football Saturday. We're gonna do it that way. So whatever you guys want, whatever you guys are expecting, that's what we're gonna do. Imperialism on Saturday. But the kickoff went on its way. It went out the back of the end zone for a touchback, and Joe Burrow's taking the field. 4-1 in his last 5 games, 74% completion percentage. He is looking like a different quarterback in this time frame. So again, it is 1st and 10, 10:02 on the clock here in the first. Ravens already up early, 7-0. Chase in motion, Burrow dropping back, running, looking. He's going to take it himself. He's going to fall forward for about an 8-yard gain. It's 2nd and 2. So 2nd and 2 now for the Bengals after an 8-yard run by Joe Burrow. Don't often see that from him. First play of the game running. But in the last week versus the Texans, he didn't have himself a great game. 27 of 40 for 347, which is great on its own, but 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The 2 interceptions were what was costly and cost them the game. So Burrow pitches it off to the right to Mixon. He's got a lane. He's got a first down and more. He's moving, pumping those legs. He's going to go out around the 44-yard line. And that is a clear and obvious first down for Joe Mixon. I'm going to up the clock a little bit. They stopped it temporarily, but they're at about 9:07. But it's first down again for the Cincinnati Bengals. Man in motion to the left. Man in the backfield. Burrow in shotgun. Pressure coming. Gets it off, completed to the tight end for the first down. We got flags. We got laundry. Let's stop the clock, people. We've got laundry with 8:42. The tackle looked very awkward on Tanner Hudson. And this is definitely going to be against the Ravens. There's your flag. It's a personal foul for a face mask on number 99 of the defense. That's going to be on Odafe Owe. And that is clear as day the way you saw his head turn and the way he went down. He was absolutely hit with the face mask. That's an automatic first down. And the clock restarts. So still 1st and 10, but now they are on the Baltimore's 35. Very much they have benefited from that penalty. But once again, man in motion. Pressure coming. Jamar could not come down with that. And so Chase, unable to grab the screen thrown in by Burrow, who was hit with pressure. Immediately, they ran a blitz there. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. 8:22 on the clock. 2nd and 10. Once again, you just see great pressure created there. Coming off the edge, too, to kind of get in the way was Kyle Hamilton, the safety. Man is all over that field. He's been that way since last year. Credible grab and draft find they had last year in the first round. Man in motion to the left. Burrow throws another screen again. Tries again. This time they complete it. He's going to gain about 3 yards. That one to Tyler Boyd. But it's 3rd and 7 after a... Whoops. It's 3rd and 7 after a short 3-yard screen pass to Tyler Boyd. So if you're the Baltimore, if you're Cincinnati, what do you do here? You have to think. If you're Cincinnati, what's the play call here? You got 3rd and long. You got to figure out a good play here. Again, you're out one of your top receivers tonight, along with the good slot option you had working with Boyd in Andre Yoshivas. And a timeout's been called with 7:40 on the clock. It's going to be a timeout. This one going to be taken by Cincinnati. They have 2 remaining here in the first half. Looks like the noise that Baltimore was bringing really got to them. Yep, really got to them. If you guys are hearing some crumbling, I did bring a snack for this one because, whenever you do these streams, you got to have some food. You got to have some water always because your throat gets tired after a while. They're bringing in Andrews for x-rays. That's the medical update. He's going in for x-rays right now. Again, all the best to him. Let's see if he's okay. 3rd and 7. 2 men lined up on the bottom of the screen, 1 on the top. Burrow, pressure coming, has to get out quickly. Pass broken up. Marcus Williams in with the deflection there in the pass breakup. And it's 4th down for the Bengals. And the question is, will they be going for a field goal or are they going to punt it? I think they're close enough that they can attempt the field goal. They're at about the 32-yard line, so this should be a play they can run. They could absolutely do that. But again, Burrow was trying his best to feed it into Tyler Boyd, but Marcus Williams was on top of that the entire way. So it'll be a 50-yard field goal attempt for the Bengals. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's on its way, hugging the upright, and good. So the Bengals are on the board with a field goal of their own and are now only trailing the Ravens by 4 here with 7:32 remaining in the first. As Thursday Night Football on Prime Video comes to a commercial break. So they capitalize on it. You guys see the clock, 7:32 to go. They're going to commercial break. That drive itself, well, what can we take away from that drive? Penalties were probably the way to really describe it. A lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes, mostly on the Baltimore side. But they fixed it up by adding a little bit more defensive pressure, creating more coverage on the short routes that they knew that they were going to use because they don't have T. Higgins. With T. Higgins, they can do more. They have more flexibility with the offense. Without him, there's more, doubts about it. Like, there's less you can do without him in the offense. And having him in, you could do more. So they're limiting themselves a little bit. Like, again, you completely forget that Jamar Chase is on their team. But at the same time, you got to remember that Jamar Chase is going to be covered so heavily because people believe he is a tough guy to cover. And he is their top target. So they're going to put a lot of pressure on him and force Burrow to have to go to guys like Tyler Boyd and go to Tanner Hudson or go to Drew Sample. They're going to force him to go to the tight ends and rely on other people. So that's what the point of doing the coverage with Jamar Chase was. And again, I give him total credit. It makes sense. But the defensive game plan that Baltimore's running here is just force him to get the ball out quick and have your short routes covered. And that's a good way to approach this. Because Baltimore's got one of the more underappreciated defenses in the league. They really do. And it's going to be on display in this one today. Now, I was talking to you guys about a snack I might be using here. And I'm going to see if anybody knows what these are. It's a double-decker. But it is these. Let's see how many people know what these are. Any of you guys know what these are? Anybody know what a moon pie is? I want to see how many people in chat know what a moon pie is. Because moon pies, to me, are some of the most delicious snacks you'll ever have. It beats anything Little Debbie's has ever done. Anything Hostess has ever done. Drake. This is better than all of it. I promise you. If I'm being honest with you, this is like its own little thing. It's absolute beauty. You can microwave it. You can eat it cold. You can eat it however you want it. I personally like it microwaved. But I didn't do that. What I'm doing with this is I'm just going to eat it as is. It's cold. It's just as good. Well, maybe not, but it's still good. But they're checking out Joe Burrow and rewrapping his calf right now. We're going to figure out what's going on there. That's what they're showing. As the Ravens are preparing for the kickoff, to receive the kickoff from the Cincinnati Bengals. The kick is on its way, and it's going to fall down in the end zone for a touchback. So Lamar come back out in the field. So they're reviewing the play again to see what happened with Mark Andrews. Again, they're checking the ankle more, it looks to be, than anything else at this point. They're checking the leg. He's in a lot of pain. They're just making sure that his ankle's all right. But, they can survive without him. They got Aguilar. They got Beckham. They've got Flowers. They've got Edwards. They've got Mitchell. They got Likely. They can do okay. But it's 1st down and 10 on their own 25. Play action again. Lamar looking to throw. He's going deep Does he have a man open? He misses out on Odell Beckham Jr. Was it Odell, though? That's the question. Was it Odell the reason that was not caught? Because that looked pretty close to Odell. A quick review of this. Let's see what he did. He had him beat. He had Taylor Britt beat. And that was not a good throw from Lamar. He was just a little bit off of the target. A little bit off. That's not Odell. That is on Lamar, definitely. But 2nd and 10, 7:26 to go. They hand off to the running back. He is taken down in the backfield. That's Keaton Mitchell. Taken down by Trey Hendrickson in there for the stop. They're going to lose a lot of yardage on that one. I would say about 4 yards. They lost about 4 yards on that one. Had to have been. That's what I thought. 3rd and 14. With 7:07 to go. Hendrickson, I believe, went completely unblocked because the blocking system had them moving everybody to the right, and Hendrickson was unguarded. They went with the play-action read. Well, not play-action read, but they went with the read option. And Lamar decided to give the football knowing it was being read. As all of a sudden, the clock is being stopped. We got a flag on the play. It is 12 men on the field in formation against the defense of the Cincinnati Bengals. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it gets them a little bit closer. It's going to be 3rd and 9. 6:48 on the clock. Lou Anarumo is defensive coordinator. They're showing for the Bengals. And he is fired up and pissed about them not making that, them making that kind of mistake. So 3rd and 9 now for Baltimore. A much more manageable down than 3rd and 14. Lamar dropping back, looking for the pass. He's going down. He's got sacked. He goes down. Sack coming from Trey Hendrickson in again on the tackle, and it's 4th down. They were showing blitz up the middle, but Makari could not handle Hendrickson. He gets there very quickly and quickly eliminates any opportunity for Lamar to get out of that pocket. Makari has to be better in that blocking scenario. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's got to be better. As the punt is on its way, this one not going too far. Will be returned, though, from about the 32-yard line. And Jones is going down right up just shy of the 40, around the 37-yard line. But back out comes Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. 5:45 on the clock. It's going to be 1st and 10 when they come back from commercial. So a failed drive from the Ravens. Blocking was an issue there. You guys, their pass blocking is something that needs to be investigated. That was not good. Hendrickson's blowing him up on the left side. Can't have that happen consistently, or else you'll never get anything you're looking for. You can't have success if you don't have that. Now I'm continuing to read through everything that I've been finding on Twitter. That's what we usually do here. We always make sure to read through all the news that breaks out here while we're doing the show. So I'm going to give you guys an update on what I'm seeing here through the news. It is officially an ankle injury. That's what it's been designated. The team has ruled him questionable to return for the night. That's the information on Mark Andrews. It is an ankle injury. He is questionable to return. The likelihood he comes back is going to be rough. Pretty low. Now, I do want to talk about one thing. Stephon Diggs put out a comment today about Trayvon Diggs' comments regarding that Buffalo game on Monday. He comes out and he says, I'm not responsible for how other people feel. So he won't take any accountability or say anything about his brother having an opinion, which, again, fully respect it. You know, that is his brother. Everybody's entitled to their opinion and how they feel. But his brother's got to be careful because it can come off as tampering. You know, free him. Could be seen as tampering for him and for Diggs to get off the Bills. You don't want that. You don't want it to come off as tampering in terms of Stephon Diggs trying to get off because your brother put out a tweet saying free him. You don't want that. But again, his comment is completely fair. I'm not responsible for how other people feel. Good answer, but it's also showing you're fed up with all the BS and that it doesn't show any reaffirmation that you are okay with the franchise. So it doesn't say, oh no, my brother doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm happy where I am. It just basically says, yeah, I'm just, I'm not responsible for what he says. There's no denying, there's no accepting it. There's another thing that was said here. Apparently, the person who made that tackle was Logan Wilson. He did his signature hip drop tackle and has taken down another person. This time it's Andrews who gets hit with the hip drop tackle. 5:45 on the clock as we've returned from commercial break. 1st and 10 here. Bengals are on their own 38-yard line. Burrow under center. Looks to be a run play. Takes the snap. Pitches it out to the right to Mixon, looking for something. A little bit of daylight. That's not going to happen. He gets met behind the line by a swarm of black jerseys. Harrison in on the tackle there. It's going to be 2nd down and probably, I'd say, 11. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, it is 2nd and 10. He somehow got back to the line of scrimmage. Refs being generous today. So Cincinnati has a bunch of men in formation. They're moving them around. It's a little bit of an interesting set. They're yelling at Hudson, yelling at another receiver to get in set. 2 seconds, and Burrow has to call another timeout. Another timeout called by Joe Burrow. They have 1 remaining in this half. We're 5 minutes left. We're 10 minutes into this game, and the Bengals have already burned 2 of their timeouts. Wow. That M&T Bank Stadium is rocking. They are loud. Apparently there's a lot of miscommunication. He's screaming at Tanner Hudson to go in motion to the right. And instead they're sending 12 over. 12 wasn't set in time. Neither guy was set in time. And Burrow had to call a timeout. He's telling one guy to stay. And he's yelling at the other guy to go to the other side. Nobody's listening. And that's what happens when you don't have your prime receiver there being T. Higgins. You don't have the experience. You don't have the guys who have the knowledge to fit in that starting rotation. So they don't know these things. But Burrow's in the shotgun here again. 13 on the play clock. Takes the snap, look, and pressure coming in his face right there. He completed it. No, he dropped it. Jamar Chase dropped it. Couldn't hold on. Kyle Hamilton helping in there with the breakup. Couldn't hold on to the pass. 4:54 on the clock. 4:54, 3rd and 10. I also realized what I said. Jamar Chase went for a nice route here, but Hamilton did a great job running through him and forcing that ball loose. He never completed that pass. That ball came loose. Didn't hold on to it throughout the process of the catch. So Burrow's now 2 of 5 for the night. 4:54 on the clock. 3rd and 10. Burrow had a lot of pressure on that one coming from each side. As Burrow gets swarmed here, he's going to get taken down. Marcus Williams in on the sack. Take it back. Jadeveon Clowney, have yourself a day. I saw 24, thought it was a safety. It's not. It's Jadeveon Clowney. Great job by Clowney here. It's going to be 4th down once again, and this time I think it's going to be 4th and 15. I think it was a 5 yards of a sack. Clowney coming in for a sack in 2023 is kind of crazy. But again, great work there. Protection clearly an issue on this one. So Duvernay's back to return this one with 4:14 to go. And it is called for a fair catch by Duvernay around the 31-yard line with 4:10 on the clock. So it's going to be 1st and 10 again. Ravens offense going back out there. Lamar's going to have to get things done without his top tight end, Mark Andrews. Not somebody you want to deal with. Not a situation he wants to be in. I don't blame him. Not a situation you want to be in. Now, I'm sure people are wondering what I picked for this game. I'll tell you now. I picked Baltimore to win this one. But I do have to go through and see whatever picks I actually had from the week before. I never even put down my grading and everything from the previous week of picks. Is it even in my phone? I have no idea. New update. Andrews, with his ankle injury, is officially out for the game. And apparently he is now in the x-ray room and on crutches because he can't put weight on his injured ankle. That could be a possible ankle fracture. If it's an ankle fracture, that's not good. Not good. That's all I will say. Continuing to go through everything else, every other clips I see here. But again, a reminder, Mark Andrews is officially out for the game with an ankle injury. He's on crutches. Cannot put weight on the ankle. Anything else? I'm checking through everything else here. Let's see. According to a sports medic, they're saying that the video footage suggests it's a possible high ankle sprain. The ankle didn't bend that severely, but the prolonged force being dragged suggests at least moderate severity. It seems like it's going to be an ankle sprain. That'll be the diagnosis. Lucky if he didn't break anything. Now, I also want to address something that was talked about today. It's been spreading all over media. Carissa Thompson today, when she was on the sideline, not kidding, on the sideline, not on the sidelines, on Barstool's podcast today with Aaron Andrews, she was discussing about sideline reporting and when she was doing it and some of the things. She admitted that she was fabricating reports. She sometimes would make up sideline reports during NFL games because if a coach wouldn't come out to talk to her, she didn't want to screw up the real report. So what she had to do was come up with whatever a coach would typically say, depending on the situation of the game, and use that and just say the coach said that, and this way she'd have a report all the time. Which again, in concept, it's smart, but in actuality, if you went to journalism school, you guys know. And again, as somebody who's worked in the sports media industry, I'll tell you now, that kind of stuff gets you fired. The fact she was never fired for this is crazy. As Edwards making a nice run to the outside, gets only 3 yards on this one. And he gets tackled when he's already out of bounds. But no flag on that one. It'll be 2nd and 7. So with Carissa Thompson, it's a rough situation. Because on part of my take, when she made this comment, I mean, in terms of credibility, it really hits you. Because that means you can easily tell somebody, you know what, I don't really need your report. That's what you're telling a coach. I can just make up whatever you said and act like, you know, you didn't say anything at all. Or like you said something that you didn't say. I can manipulate it like that. Which, again, isn't fair because it can make the team look worse than it is. As Lamar, facing pressure, completes on dump off to Edwards. He gains a few more yards. He's going to be about 4 yards short. So it's going to be about 3rd and 4 here on this one. Tackle made by Battle. With Carissa Thompson, it's rough because it's, if someone who's worked with journalism and worked with journalists, you know that a sideline report, if you can't find a coach, you just tell the audience and the studio crew you can't find them, and that you don't got somebody to interview. You didn't get the coaches in time. The coaches didn't come out, so now you have no report. You have to basically go on the air and say they couldn't find them. As on the 3rd and 4, Lamar's running out to the right, pressure coming, looking, dumps it as a little shovel pass. And they're saying that it made it out of bounds. And now Lamar Jackson's down. And now Lamar Jackson is down. Oh my goodness. Lamar is down and injured on the sideline. He took a rough hit once again from Logan Wilson. Wilson had him by the legs that time. It wasn't a hip drop, but he took him down. He landed either on his knee or ankle, but regardless, it's an incomplete pass. It's 4th and 4. They're going to check out Lamar and make sure he's all right. He took a hard hit that one. It took him a while to get up. Praying for the best with him. Oh, my goodness. What is it with the Ravens getting hurt today? Are the Bengals? I wouldn't say the Bengals are playing dirty. It's just that specific tackle is just happens to cause a lot of injuries. You can't ban the tackle. It's basic technique. It's how it's taught. As the punt is on its way, fielded at around the 6-yard line, trying to make some moves here. And a decent return, breaking through the gaps, getting past the 25, going down around the 27. And a flag is down. A flag is down, people. Flag is down. Lamar's going to the blue medical tent. They're going to check him out. What's the flag on the field, people? What is the flag? The flag. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the kicking team. That'll be 15 yards enforced after the kick. So it's going to be a first down again with closer yardage now for the Bengals. Something interesting to note, though, that I was talking about the Chris Thompson thing, but that injury is definitely something to monitor. We got to really worry about that. So, injury to monitor, Lamar Jackson getting checked out. As we have a 1st and 10 now for Cincinnati here, 1st and 10. 2:34 on the clock. They're on their own 42-yard line. Burrow in shotgun, receiver down to the left to the side of the screen. Dropping back, throws across the middle, completed to Tyler Boyd for the first down. That's a 12-yard gain. And they're saying it's incomplete. Marcus Williams apparently knocked the ball loose, and he was unable to reel in and hold on to the ball. Tyler Boyd makes it incomplete, 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 2:30. I did not know that. I couldn't see the ball. Again, that probably comes from me having a small TV, but I'm doing what I can. 2nd and 10, 2 minutes 30 left here in the first. Once again in shotgun, running back to his right. Handoff. Got a lane. Mixon gets through for the first down and more. He gets about 14, 15 yards on that one. I'm going to say about 14-yard gain. And the clock will continue to run. And it's 1st and 10 again in Baltimore territory for the Bengals. What a great job that was. Great run. Goes down around the 44-yard line of Baltimore. But like I was saying about Carissa Thompson, it's a unique scenario because for Carissa, I mean, broadcasters and journalists fight so hard to get into this industry and break in. And to see somebody have to lie to keep their job is ridiculous. As Jamar Chase gets it on the end around, gets some good yardage there, but he's taken down just about a yard short. Nope, they're giving the first down. They're a very generous spot, but they're going to give him the first down for Baltimore. First down to Cincinnati. So Jamar Chase on the end around gets the first down. And so Baltimore allowing more and more yardage to be chunked up here by this unit. They're on the 35. Correction, they're on the 34-yard line of the Ravens. Once again, Burrow in shotgun with the man to his left. Looking, sacked! Mid immediately. Tackle made by Robinson, number 95 of the Ravens. It's going to be 2nd down and probably about 18 because that was a big-time sack. I'd say 18. The rookie coming in, working his way to the inside of the guard to come in and swarm Joe Burrow along with Pierce. Great job by them. So 2nd and 17, it was a 7-yard loss on the play. They're now out of field goal range, only up being at the 41. The snap to Burrow, looking, gets it out in time, and he overthrows and misses his receiver. That is Jamar Chase. He misses on that one. 25 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. 3rd and 17. At this point, just try to work and get closer. That's it. Just work your way to get closer. More in the field goal range to make the kick. That's all I would do in this sense. But like I said about Carissa, the problem is you can't have somebody go out there and fabricate news and keep their job. And she did it a long time, apparently. And that's not okay. Apparently, with Erin Andrews being okay with it, she kind of hinted that she was doing that too. So Carissa and Erin doing it for Fox is bad story. As Joe Burrow just dumps this one off to the tight end, who's going to try to make some noise. And he took a rough hit there, going out of bounds. But he is done for. And oh no, Lamar Jackson is now limping back to the locker room. Well, no, back towards the bench. Apparently they're going to give him some mobility. See how mobile he can be, if he can run on it or not. And they're going to check him out and see if he can do it beforehand. It's going to be 4th down now for the Bengals, but I would say it's about only like a 4th and 12. And we are officially done with the time. Let me cut this time down so that you guys hit the end of the first right here. The first buzzer for the end of the first quarter. The Ravens lead 7-3. The Bengals are just outside of field goal range. They're likely going to have to punt this thing, but who knows? They could go for field goal too. We now reset the clock and we up it to the second quarter now. Ravens lead 7-3. Bengals have one timeout. Ravens with 3. Now, like I was saying about Carissa, you can't make up sideline reports. If you don't have a report, you just say you don't have a report. That's the issue. You have to say, I don't have a report. That's what it takes. You know what I mean? Like that has been my number one issue with all of this. This has been my problem with media. You know, it makes, like, in an age where everybody doubts and trusts sports, the media in general, not just sports media, but media in general, to see this happening is embarrassing. And it really brings down the impact of everybody else who puts so much into this. They invest so much to try to make themselves a career in this industry just for this kind of stuff to happen. It's not okay. You know, she should be ashamed of herself. I don't even know how much longer she'll have a job with this information coming out. That is rough. And it's not okay. I want to specify that enough. This is not okay. And nobody should be okay with it. It looks like I'm going to have to add in a little bit of info here because we've got somewhat breaking news here. John Morosi, MLB News here we have. The Reds are currently discussing Jonathan India trade possibilities with 3 or 4 teams at the moment. The talks are described as active. The dialogue has progressed this week, but there's still no deal close as of this hour. The problem is that they're making progress here. Interesting enough, we're going to talk about the injuries that happened to Lamar and to Andrews. I'm going to show you both of these real quick and see what you guys think. But this is what I see. As we're back here to the highlight screen, everybody, welcome back to the highlight screen, where if you guys watch the show, you know that this is what we use to show our highlights to our YouTube window. But in this specific case, we're going to show what I'm seeing on my Twitter. And right now, this is what we're seeing. This same man here, Wilson, is the one who tackled Lamar in this scenario that has him hurt with his ankle. Same guy hurt Andrews here on this tackle. Here are the videos.
Flips it away. Wilson had him by the legs.
This is the Lamar tackle. They're going to show probably one more time here.
Reached right away, reached down to the lower.
Rolled up the ankle right there in that spot.
Spied him.
Go to Andrews. Andrew rolls his ankle up right over there. And it's a technique, too. It's not even like a dirty play. It's literally the technique. So it's a little annoying to see people that are going to treat it like it's dirty. Now here we are again, 7-3. They're going to attempt the field goal from 53 yards out. I got to get back to the scoreboard. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's on its way. It is no good. They missed the kick. Evan McPherson misses the kick from 53 yards out. Just misses it to the left. The wind carried it a little bit extra out. And it misses the cross, and it misses the upright. And Lamar is going back in the game. He's staying in. That man is tough as nails. I really mean it. Tough as nails. I mean that. Dude is an absolute trooper. Be right back in a second. I'm going to grab my phone. All right, got my phone. It's 1st and 10 for the Ravens, picking up where they left off. Trying to make sure I'm on top of everything here. So it's 1st and 10, 14:55 here. We just started. From their own 43, they're going to have to make some work happen here. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 1st and 10. Man in the backfield is Keaton Mitchell. They hand it off to Keaton Mitchell going to the right in the I formation. He gets wrapped up. He's only going to get about a yard. So 2nd and 9. Only a 1-yard gain for the undrafted rookie. As we're still evaluating all the things happening right now, they're replaying the injury to Lamar Jackson when he got wrapped up on that. against Dax Hill. I don't know if I agree with this. Yeah, a little bit. He had his hand on there. But I don't know if that's really... He didn't really impede on him. I don't think he impeded the catch. I don't think that's pass interference. I think that's a touchy call. I think that's a really touchy call. I don't know if that's really a good play there. As Lamar going deep, looking, unable to get Bateman, swatted away by the corner. Great coverage there. Great coverage. Cam Taylor-Britt there to bat the ball away. Great work there. That ball, if he was a little couple yards back, that's a catch all day for Bateman into the end zone. But that one, just a great play made. If he doesn't block that, that's a catch for Bateman. My goodness, what a play that was. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with 14:10 on the clock here. 5 seconds on the play clock at the moment. Snap from Lamar. He's going to take it himself, try to run. He gets wrapped up by the ankles again. He's only going to gain about a couple yards on this one. And it'll be 3rd down for the Ravens. I would say about 3rd and 8, honestly. If I'm being generous, the 3rd and 8. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Okay. Well, it looks to be that Lamar is still okay after taking that ankle tackle. As you guys may or may not know, his ankle was wrapped up on last drive. And he ended up getting hurt because of Logan Wilson going for a low tackle on him. But it was a technique tackle. There was nothing dirty about it. Drops back from shotgun. Pressure coming from his left. He's got the roll to the right. Throws it across just to see if he can get it out of there. It's in the vicinity of likely, so will not be intentional grounding. 13-19 on the clock, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bengals are going to be receiving this one. The Ravens are going to have to punt. They're forced to punt. This is like a punt fest right now. Punt fest. You guys ever heard of Punt Fest? Hottest festival in all of football. Punt Fest. Now, my score prediction was tonight for the Ravens to win this one 23-21. Don't know how true that's going to be, but that's my prediction. As the punt is on its way, fielded for some reason at around the 18. So with 13-11 on the clock, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. 13-11 to go here in the first half. Score still 7-3. They're apparently not going to commercial breaks. We're staying here for a sec. But yeah, that's that. This is the story. Again, I'm hoping that Andrews really is going to be okay. That ankle injury was likely a high ankle issue. Gotta pray there's no fractures. But neither quarterback doing too great so far. Burrow's at 17 yards passing, 3 of 8. Chase the man in motion to the left. Hand off to Mixon. Mixon's got a run-in lane. He's going to go down just about the 24, which would be about a 6-yard gain. Not a bad carry. Not a bad carry there. So it's going to be 2nd down and 4 now for these Bengals. For the Bungles. For the Bungles. So far, not too bad. They're actually at about 48 yards on the ground at this point. For the Bengals, that's a lot. But again, 2nd and 4, 12.5. Fakes the handoff there. Play action. Burrow. Pressure coming. Just dumps it off, and he's unable to complete it to his tight end. He was looking for Irv Smith Jr. on that one. He wanted to take a deep shot, it looked like, but coverage was strong, and he was unable to commit to that throw, so he decided to start running through out of the pressure and went for the dump off to Irv Smith Jr., the tight end, who was unable to reel it in. So 3rd and 4 it is, with 12:27 on the clock. Now this is manageable. This is about 3rd and mid. You can pull this off. Got 2 receivers lined up to the left, 1 to the right. Burrow takes the snap, looking, throws it to the right. He's got it completed to the tight end. Tanner Hudson with another big catch. It's 1st and 10 for the Bengals. 12-17 to go. And it's a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. First down. That was absolutely a planned play going to the left. Going to the right there. Well done. Hudson taking a well-deserved water break. 2 catches tonight for 28 yards. 11:50 to go. Still going. Handoff to the running back, Mixon. He's only going to get about, looks to be 3-4 yards. So it'll be second down. I'm going to just guess and say 6. If I'm generous, I'm generous. 2nd and 7. I was generous. And so really the big thing with Baltimore is their run blocking has been great, honestly. Their run blocking is a big attractive quality of theirs. They're run stopping. They're really good at that. For the Bengals, their run game has been a problem this year. And the Ravens' run defense has been good this year. Pass coverage, not as good as their run defense, but they've been good overall. Play action, throwing across, completed again to another tight end. This time it's going to Sample. This one caught around the 40-yard line. It's another first down for the Bengals again. Now in Baltimore territory once again. You're watching Mixon pick up the block here. Throws it over across to the right to a Drew Sample who's got a little bit of space so he fits it right into that window. On this drive now, 2 of 3 for 34. Doing himself making some really good work right now of this Ravens defense. On the Ravens 39, Chase in motion to the left. Handoff to Mixon. Mixon's got a running lane out to the to the left. And he's going to get stuffed and taken down just past the 35-yard line, around the 33. Second down and likely 5 to go. The blocking was done really well to shut off any kind of outside influence from the right. And he was able to run down the middle, take the left middle gap, and go into the second level where he was met by the linebackers, but he was able to still get a good amount of yardage on the run. So on 2nd and 4, Burrow's got an interesting formation here. He's putting Mixon, switching him back to the left, putting Irwin, moving him inside on his left. And we got whistles blown for a flag. A flag has been called. It's a delay game on the Bengals against number 9, which would be Joe Burrow. So 5-yard penalty backs him up. Second down goes on again. Because again, they are doing everything they can not to use that last timeout. So 2nd and 9 with 9:32 and counting. So the clock at 0. Actually, not long after they got the snap off. So I'm a little shocked that they called it so strictly. 4 on the clock again, on the play clock. Looking, pressure shown, dumps it off to Boyd on the left, moves around a block, but he's unable to advance it too far. He's only going to come up just about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first down marker. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 after a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4, people. 3rd and 4. It's about a 5-yard gain on that play to Tyler Boyd. Ten seconds on the clock. On the play clock. Ravens showing blitz. Pressure coming from the left. Burrow throws it across. Completes it to Tyler Boyd. Holds it in with no problems. A first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10. Beautifully done. He works his way inside of the defender. Gets enough space for Burrow to fit that into a tight window. Completes it and goes down at about the 20-yard line, which would be the red zone for the Bengals. 1st and 10. Burrow dropping back. Pressure coming immediately. Dumps it to Mixon. He's got some working on the left. Able to take on some contact from Marcus Williams, but comes up just about I believe that was just about the first down marker. So they're going to give him the first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 again, this time on the 10-yard line, or just shy of the 10. Quick background on Joe Mixon, 27 years old from Oklahoma. Got selected to the Pro Bowl after his 2021 season. So he's got 1 Pro Bowl nom to his name. One of the more underappreciated running backs in this league, but I feel like he is going through a regression. I've said that going into this season. And it looks like the refs are still trying to figure a couple details out. And the whistle has been blown. They've decided it was 2nd and inches now. It's not even a... Okay, so it's 2nd and inches now. Man in motion to the right, hand off to Mixon. Easy first down play for him. They get that first down with ease. It's about a 2-yard gain. He's going down around the 8-yard line. So reset. It's going to be a 1st and goal situation for the Cincinnati Bengals with just about 7 minutes left in the first half. The Ravens defense got to figure some things out if they really want to win this thing. Cannot let these kind of things continue to happen. You just can't. Burrow and shotgun. And we've got a flag, it looks to be here, on the play again. Another flag. Woohoo! Number 66 with a false start. I believe that would be Gilliam. Gilliam with the false start. And so that puts it at about 6:48 on the clock. 6:48. So that means they're going to be backed up a little bit. Still 1st and goal, but they're backed up now. So 1st and goal from the 13-yard line, 5 yards back. 8 seconds on the clock. Burrow takes the snap, looking. Just dumps it with the pressure coming at him. And gets down around the 4-yard line. Clock continues to run. But it is still a great advance, about a 9-yard completion. 2nd and goal for Cincinnati. Six minutes to go. I got to say, in this quarter, though, Cincinnati's dominated the offensive side of the ball. 11 plays, 88 yards, 7 minutes with the ball. Baltimore only has a minute 45 and only 4 plays run. Burrow dumps it to Mixon. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. Joe Mixon with the touchdown. The Bengals have their first touchdown of the night and have taken the lead 9-7. 9-7. A nice little screen pass dumped to the right. Little low, but Mixon's able to reel it in. Gets enough little burst to get around the linebacker and get into the end zone for the touchdown. It's a 5-yard, I believe it was a 5-yard completion? 4-yard completion, something like that. But that's a touchdown nonetheless, a receiving touchdown for Joe Mixon. And the unit's out there for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick on its way, and it is good. So 10-7 is now the score. The Bengals lead 10-7 over the Ravens with 5:49 to go here in the first half. Question now, Burrow seems injured as well. He's gripping his hand like crazy after that throw. He is really feeling it. Another thing to monitor now. A possible injury to Joe Burrow. The injuries just cannot stop today, can they? They just can't stop. So now we got to keep an eye on Burrow, see how his hand does the rest of the way. It's been famously bothering him, so we will see. As I'm reading through other news to see if anything else has come up. Let me see if there's any other news to monitor here. Here's a little preview of the play that we saw of the touchdown. I'll give you guys a touchdown play because I'm sure that's what you guys are looking for. So we will go to that right now. Go to the highlight scene. Here is your touchdown you're looking for. Mixon gets the little dump on the small screen. Queen tries to make up the ground. Unable to make the play. And, well, not Queen. Roquan Smith tries to make up the ground. Can't make the tackle. It's a touchdown. And now there should be a little bit more. This is what I was talking about earlier with Cam Taylor-Britt making some great plays and coverage on Rashad Bateman. This play specifically. He doesn't get his hand there. That's a catch and a touchdown for the Ravens. Everything else, we talked about this play here and the injury there. That's what we spoke about, and that is all I have to say about it. We're going to go back to the play-by-play scoreboard right here. So that's all the plays so far. If there's anything else, I will show you guys what I have, and that is it. We're seeing what other news we have, but again, if you guys are tuning in for the first time on Twitch, please consider subscribing. Not subscribing. If you're watching this on Twitch, please consider following the channel. It goes a long way in helping the channel grow. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us get more exposure and helps us be able to do more content. Thank you all so much in advance. And let's get back to the Bengals and the Ravens. They're checking out Joe Burrow's hand now, taping him up, seeing if he's all right. He is really feeling it. They're going to check him out. He's going crazy about his thumb. They're going to have to check it out because it looks like it was his thumb and it was contact he made when he went to the ground. It might be a possible hand fracture. Hopefully it's not that severe. As the kickoff is on its way and it goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And so at 5:49 on the clock, Lamar Jackson's back in the game. Not having himself the best game so far, but neither is really anybody else on the team. Zay Flowers really the best performer with a catch for 33 yards. Again, 5:49 here in the first half. Flowers, the man in motion, takes the screen, running the end around, trying to find a running lane. He gets through a tackle, going out of bounds just shy of the 35, around the 33-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 2 for Cincinnati. 2nd and 2. For the Ravens. 2nd and 2 for the Ravens. 2nd and 2 for the Ravens here. On the last 2 drives, they had -4 yards on 10 plays. In their opening drive was 9 plays for 75 yards. The last 2 drives, they've been unable to produce anything significant on offense. The opening drive was their only points. As the fake handoff goes down as a screen again to Flowers, who gets opening. He's breaking away. 50, 40, block from Mitchell, going to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Ravens! Hold up, everybody. There's a flag. There's a flag on the play, and Lamar is going nuts. Lamar is going nuts. It might be coming back. They're screaming. It looks like this one's coming back. It's a holding on the offense. They're going to replay 2nd down. It is a spot foul. Oh, man. They're saying Odell Beckham Jr. is responsible for the holding, it looks to be. And it looks like yeah, that was a bad call. I'm sorry. No, that was egregious. That was an egregiously bad call. So 2nd and 9. They're taking Burrow to the medical tent to get checked out. Nope, he's going to the locker room. Burrow's going to the locker room. They're dealing with an administrative issue right now. So Browning's the backup for Baltimore in the event Burrow can't go. They're saying he couldn't grip the ball. He couldn't raise his arm above his elbow. It looked like he was having some serious issues. He was really struggling. He physically couldn't throw the ball. Oh, no, that's bad. I'm really hoping he's all right. That was bad. But I'm telling you, that call that they just talked about, that was bad, man. That was not even a close to a flag, and they called it a holding and took away the touchdown. This is bad, man. He physically can't throw the football. If you're a Bengals fan, you're going through every single emotion in your head right now. This is bad. His dad in attendance, hoping he's all right. It looks like they're going to be taking a commercial break. They're talking about a possible administrative issue. So we're going to wait to see what that is. They're going back to a commercial break. If I could find a play of what just happened, I'm going to show you guys because it was not something you guys would be okay with, I would say, because I don't think it was a holding. I personally don't believe it was a holding call, but we're going to find out. As I'm talking about the issue with
Here's Burrow shaking his head. And
I'll show you guys in a second here. I have the clip of what we're talking about with Burrow's injury and how serious it is. Thanks again to Twitter. So here's our clip of what happened. Burrow goes to throw, can't hold on to the ball, he can't do anything.
Whoa! Here's Burrow shaking his head after.
He physically can't grip the ball, and he can't do the throwing motion.
Big one.
That's bad. That is really bad. I'm really hoping he's all right. That's bad, man.
Here's Burrow shaking his head.
That's really rough. I don't even know what you do in that scenario. Like, what do you even do? You don't have anymore. Now Browning, the Washington Husky legend, now has to come in and save this game for Cincinnati. And I don't know if he can do that. I really don't know. I don't know if he can. But what's crazy is that this injury is completely trumping whatever happened before. We're going to get... I'm going to find the clip here when the play... Yep, I got it. Got it. There we go. So I'm going to show you guys what they called a holding. I want you guys to see what they called a holding and understand why it's BS. So watch Odell here. Odell got called for the holding, right? Now watch what happens here. They're saying here with this engagement on this play that he held him. Flowers gets by. There was a flag on the play. Mitchell with a great block downfield. But again, they're saying that this here is a holding when there's clearly no evidence of holding. And in fact, it looks to me that Hilton was holding on to him and keeping him from disengaging. And that drew the hold and pulled away any kind of possibility of that being a big play. But we're back finally from commercial break. Lamar dropping back, looking, throws it down to Edwards, completes it. And that's going to be shy of the first down, so it's going to be third down now. And I'm going to say that's about 4 yards short, so a 5-yard gain on the little dump throw. And they're prepping Browning on the sideline. Burrow's not come back in this game, but I'm going to warn you guys now and let you know he's probably not coming back at all this game. It will be the Browning show the rest of the way. But 3rd and 5 now for Baltimore. Lamar dropping back, throws it across, completes it to Beckham, breaking away. He's going to get taken down just shy of the 40. A big-time first down for the Ravens into Cincinnati territory. A big play by Odell Beckham Jr. Beautifully done. He went through his progressions naturally, looked at all his options, looked off the primary, went to the secondary, took your shot. Well done. To also realize you can use a healthy Odell. Lamar dropping back again, looking for something. He's got all the time in the world looking for some kind of play. He's just going to run it. And he's tied up with his offensive lineman, and he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He gets tripped up with Kevin Zeitler. He runs into Zeitler, who gets tied up with him, and he gets taken down 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 12. That's rough, man. That's rough. He was looking at Beckham. Again, he had all the time in the world. But Beckham had something, man. Beckham had it. Beckham had it. Beckham had it. Oh, my goodness. 2nd and 12. Checks it down to Justice Hill, who's going to go down around the 37-yard line. Oh, man, it's going to be about a 3rd and probably 7, 6. I'll say 3rd and 6. So they're checking out what the specific injury is now for Burrow. Any updates on there? We'll go over the holding call also in a sec, but it's 3rd and 6 now for the Ravens. Lamar taking the snap, looking, throws it across, completed, running, he's open, going into the end zone. Nelson Aguilar with the flip in, and it's a flag on the play again. Another flag. Cam Taylor-Britt got beat on that one. The Ravens are signaling touchdown, but they're talking it over with the refs. They're trying to figure this out. They're waiting to see what it is. Is it against the Cincy Bengals? It's illegal use of the hands to the face against the defense. That penalty be declined. A touchdown for Nelson Aguilar, and the Ravens are on the board. The Ravens are on the board with now a touchdown of their own. 13-10. Extra point pending. That's really impressive, man. Aguilar makes a nice little cut across and a slant route. Starts running. They can't catch him. 2 guys miss their tackles. And he flips into the end zone with a front flip. Kicking units out to kick the extra point. The snap. The hold. The kick. It's all good. 14-10 Baltimore. Since he's going to get the ball back, but the bigger story is Joe Burrow with a serious hand injury. A serious hand injury to Joe Burrow will take him out of this game, and Jake Browning will have to fill in and save this game for the Cincinnati Bengals. But when you watch the replay too, what's really cool actually about this play is it was tried to thread it right between the linebackers. Jackson did, but it got tipped up by the linebackers and it ended up just magically landing in Aguilar's hands. He didn't slow down or anything; it just landed in his hands. They're very lucky that they still got a touchdown, but the designation now for Burrow, it's officially a right wrist injury, questionable to return. Just absolutely terrible, man. Let's also add in here the Aguilar flip. The Aguilar flip is crazy. I'm going to show you guys the crazy thing. While they're talking this over, I'll show you guys the crazy flip. It was actually pretty cool. Going here, the flip into the end zone. This is the play I'm talking about.
Nelson Aguilar.
As the kickoff unit's out there, the kickoff is on the way. This will likely go out the back of the end zone, and it does for a touchback.
And a lot of traffic by Nelson Aguilar to the end zone.
Front flip into the end zone.
Somersault touchdown.
Somersault touchdown. Let's go ahead and get the play. Show me the part. So he throws it. It gets tipped up in the air right here, and it's completed as Aguilar didn't have to slow down his stride. He just makes the grab, and it's done.
Somersault touchdown.
What a great job that was. What a great play that was, too. As we have to go back and get ready for the screen because Jake Browning is in the game for Joe Burrow. And this could go very wrong or this could be a pleasant surprise. He's under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, completes it across to Irwin for the first down. Running a beautiful route going across the middle. Completes it for the first down. Browning made his NFL debut week 1 against the Browns. And only has one career pass ever. One career pass in the NFL. That was his second. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. So a 2-minute warning for Cincinnati. And they've got one timeout. Interestingly enough, it's 1st and 10, like I said. But, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Browning looked really good on that one throw. Let's see if he can maintain that. It looked very interesting and very intriguing. I'll say that much. It looked very intriguing. Let's take a look at some other news. Jake Browning has, as they're now reporting, Jake Browning's officially replaced Joe Burrow in the game. And thank you, BetMGM, for actually putting up a meme of the year for this. Great response to what's going on. Jake Browning seeing Joe Burrow get hurt.
Shine, baby. It's Brucey's time to shine, baby. It's Brucey's time to shine, baby.
Brucey's time to shine, baby. If you guys ever seen the movie, you guys know how this ends. You guys know how this ends. Doesn't end very well at all. Yeah. It doesn't end well. Again, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, we are one follower away from hitting our 20-follower goal. If you're watching this on Twitch, please consider following the channel. It goes a long way in helping us grow this thing into something bigger here on the sports community. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing. It goes a long way in helping us grow the channel on YouTube and do more sports content as well. Once again, thank you all so much, and I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. But we're going to check around what else is going on in sports. Let's see if there's anything else major that I'm noticing. Yeah, when it initially happened, Joe Burrow went to grip and throw when he was in extreme pain and went down to the floor, which was pretty bad. His reaction was pretty bad. He was not okay. But here's where there could be some controversy. Apparently, Burrow was clearly injured. Apparently, when you look in the background of a video that's shown by WCPO ABC, he's got something around his hand, like his wrist has been in a cast. And they lied about putting him on. They didn't put him on the report. They didn't put him on the injury report, and then he put him out there injured, and he made the injury worse. So not too good. Does not look good. And they're also saying his hand is extremely swollen. Does not look good. As we go back to the football scoreboard, we have hit the 2-minute warning. It's over. They hand off to Mixon. He's going to try to run this thing. He's going to come down just about the 40, so it's about a 3-yard gain. 1:54 on the clock, and it looks like a flag is out on this one. Who will this be against on this one? A flag. Laundry on the field. Illegal use of hands to the face. Number 99, that's Odafe Oweh. That'll be an automatic first down for Cincinnati, so another 1st and 10 for them. Put his hands in the face of the offensive lineman to try and throw him off, and he kept doing it. Did it to Alex Kappa, number 65. 1st and 10, a minute 54 to go. Browning and shotgun, running back in the backfield. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. Gets it out. Overthrows his receiver. It's going to be 2nd and 10, pressure brought on from the right side by Roquan Smith. Once again, not something you want to deal with. I mean that. You don't want to deal with that. Not good at all, people. Not good at all. Not at all. So 2nd and 10, man in motion to the right is Tyler Boyd. Browning in the shotgun again. Takes a snap, looking. Goes for the dump off. Completes it to Mixon, who almost lost it. Puts his head down, runs over Williams, and goes out just shy of the first down marker, about a couple of yards. It's going to be about a 3rd and 2, from what it looks like to me. 3rd and 2. Clock actually stopped at 1:43. I didn't see that coming. I didn't think it would stop at 1:43. Stops at 1:43. It's 3rd down because he went out of bounds. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 at 1:43 on the clock. They're just past midfield. Browning takes the snap. Look, and pressure coming again. Got to get it out. Completes it to Trenton Irwin again. At about the 37-yard line. It's 1st and 10. I'm impressed. I'm impressed so far. This Browning kid, he's got something. A little zip in that ball. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. He looks great right now. He's putting that ball into some windows I didn't even think were possible. He's standing strong. He knows where to throw. He's running them on great little mid routes. Mid routes are great. The placement was actually insane. And they're reviewing it. They are reviewing the play. The crowd thinks the ball hit the turf. But the officials are confirming that this was a catch or not. Oh, that's not good. I personally think it's a catch. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think it's a catch. They're in commercial now while they review this. Jake Browning in the game actually doesn't look bad. I mean this so seriously. He actually looked pretty good. Reading through everything else so far, see if there's any other injuries. Honestly, this has just been really bad. I know you guys are probably watching and wondering why I'm sitting here in silence. I'm just trying to figure out any more updates I can get on what's going on with that man Joey B. I'm checking it out to see what's going on. From what else I'm reading, I'm seeing if there's anything else. An update interesting to keep an eye on involving the Oakland A's saga. Manfred said they did waive the relocation fee, and he also said that they're exploring keeping the Athletics at the Coliseum past 2024 until the ballpark is completed. Kind of bad. Kind of bad. Reading through everything else. They're ruled that the pass is incomplete. He did not complete the pass. It is not going to be not going to be a first down. I think it actually might be a third down then. Yeah, he lost control of the ball somehow. I believe that would mean it is a third down, and the Bengals got to figure something out here. I believe this would be a third down. Nope, 4th and 3. 4th down. So it's 4th and 3, and what do you do as a team now? With 1:38 on the clock. 1:38 is the time. 4th and 3. Do you go for it? I think they're going to go for it. 25 seconds on the play clock. Got to come up with something. Got to come up with something bold. Are they going to try to draw him offside or get a playoff? Let's see what they do. I think you try to get a playoff. Resetting the line. Looks like he's trying to call an audible, see if they can get them to jump. They get him to jump, it's a free first. Puts a man in motion to the left. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They don't do it. And so they take the delay of game. Flag. Pitiful flag. Come on. Show some confidence, man. Delay a game. So it's a delay a game against the Bengals. Going to back them up 5 yards. How about you try and go for it or consider it? The kid actually has some zip on that ball. I actually kind of like the way he's playing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So Duvernay is back. He's back to return this one. Let's see what happens. So 1:38 to go here in the second quarter, in the first half. And the punt is on its way. This one's going to fall in, go out into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the punt comes up just short, goes a little too far, I should say. And so they're going to get it on the 25. So quick overview of injuries tonight. Mark Andrews got tackled awkward by Wilson, had his ankle rolled up. He's out for the game. Jackson with a similar injury to his ankle, but he's still in the game. He's able to fight through it. And now Burrow with an interesting wrist injury. His hand is completely swollen, like I don't even know how else to explain it. It's swollen to make his hand look like the hamburger helper hand. And so he is out of the game now. It looks like he will likely be out for the rest of the game. And Jake Browning is the starting quarterback now. So 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Lamar trying to extend the drive as much as he can. He's just going to throw this one away. Pressure coming is all over him. 1:24 on the clock. There was pressure all over him coming off the right side. And so 2nd and 10 is what's next. 2nd and 10. With a minute 24, what can you do? What can you do with a minute 24? That's your question. What can you do with a minute 24 here in the first half? What can you do? What can you pull off? Now, somebody made a good point. They feel that without Mark Andrews out there, this offense is a shell of itself, which I agree. As Lamar takes the snap, he's rolling to the left. He's going to try to throw it, and he misses Isaiah Likely to the left. And Jackson smacks him on the back of the head. I'm assuming that Likely ran his route awkwardly, and so Jackson's just telling him, yo, cut it out, straighten it out. Let's go. Come on, you're better than this. 1:18 on the clock. Yep, he missed it to the outside of Likely. He wanted Likely to keep going a little bit, and he stopped. And so Jackson is in the shotgun again. Takes a snap. Looking. Time. Throws. Overthrows his receiver. And we got a flag! A flag again! This might be pass interference, folks. It is pass interference on the defense of the Bengals. Spotted the fouls against Chidobe Awuzie, who is the corner that was covering Nelson Aguilar. Oh, that's not good. 1st and 10, automatic first down, spot foul. That's going to put him just shy of the 35-yard line. Oh, that's not good. So on the 33-yard line, they're going to take this with the first down. Lamar dropping back, throwing, completes at that time to Odell, who makes another great grab. Spins backwards. He's running back to the line with about 47 to go. 1:03 on the clock. We got another injury. This time it's an injury to a Bengal with 1 minute to go. It's a defensive player, number 92. He is feeling it. That's going to be B.J. Hill. Hill trying to come through, takes a couple steps, and he had to go right down with a non-contact. That's a non-contact. He went down grabbing his knee. And a timeout had to be taken by the Bengals. This injury timeout, they have none remaining. Zach Taylor out there to check out what's going on with B.J. Hill. That did not look good. It was non-contact. He came up immediately limping. The injuries have been insane in this game. No debate. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. And I'm just thinking, what would the Ravens do here, What do you even do in this scenario? So you have another first down. You got a minute left. You're going to try to go in and just try to get field goal range. Get a field goal. You're going to try to go for the touchdown. What's the plan? Just keep the ball out of their hands? I mean, there's a lot of questions. I love to see the question answered. You know, what is the strategy? Just keep the ball out of their hands. You're going to go for the touchdown. You're going to go for the field goal. What's the point? Right now, they're progressing really well. They're just past mid. It looks like they're just about at midfield with a minute to go, which is, again, good pacing. They're doing well. Again, we are waiting for another injury update. Let's see what else we have. Anything else? Anything else? Nope, I don't have any injury updates yet. We do have an interesting fact, though. In one high school season, Bengals QB Jake Browning threw 91 touchdowns. That's actually a national record for touchdown passes by a quarterback, and he also set a state record in California with 16,775 passing yards in his career. 91 touchdowns, almost 17,000 passing yards in a career in high school. That passing yardage stuff is national record in Cali, is a state record in Cali, but the touchdown passes are a national record. Actually insane. I'm telling you, this kid can ball. But let's see what he can do now, next half, because I'm telling you, I don't think he's coming back. I don't think Burrow's coming back, man. I don't know. I don't know if Burrow comes back from this one. But no more timeouts for the Bengals. 3 still for the Ravens. 1st and 10, you're at about your own 48. Marr takes a snap, looking, rolling to the left. He's going to just dump it off to the tight end, which is likely. Likely he's going to go out of bounds. But we have a flag on the play. Who is this one going to be on? It is a flag that I just lost on the Ravens, on their offense. This one against Trenton Simpson, who I said was, John Simpson, who I said was going to be in today to play for the Ravens on the offensive line. He commits the holding penalty. That'll back him up 10 yards. So it'll be a 1st and 20. And now they are well out of the range they were originally at. 54 seconds on the clock, 1st and 20. So being the Ravens, now you're far out of the territory. What do? You just want to get in field goal range now. That's all really the purpose should be. But you need to get past that 50 first. Because now you're back on your own 38. Takes a snap. Deep drop back. Throwing deep. He is unable to get it to Zay Flowers. And we have a flag. Another flag is out. Another one. This one's going to be up against Turner, the cornerback, covering Zay Flowers. And it's going to be a spot foul. It's going to be a spot foul. Caught that one. Pass interference on number 20 on the Bengals. Spot foul. Automatic 1st down. Oh my goodness. Not good. Not good. Not good. But I see nothing. I agree. I see nothing. Yeah, that wasn't a... There have just been some really, really bad calls tonight. Really bad. Actually insanely bad. They're now on the Cincinnati 34. Lamar takes the snap, throws it down to Beckham. Beckham spins around the defender. He's still in bounds, trying to make another play. He spins out of the 13. A big-time gain for Odell Beckham Jr. And the offense is coming alive for the Ravens on this drive thanks to some costly penalties by the Bengals. Another 1st down now for the Ravens. A beautiful route run by Odell. Little check down, spins around the corner to get the 1st down marker and some more yardage on top of that. Just a great play and improvisation by Beckham. Lamar dropping back, looking for a man, rolling to his right. He's going to try to take it himself. It goes out of bounds. That's gaining only about 3 yards. It's going to be about 34 seconds on the clock here. 2nd down and what I believe to be 7 yards. Absolutely ridiculous right now what I'm witnessing. There's just been some bad penalties tonight, man. Some bad penalties tonight. Some of them that shouldn't have happened. Odell's got 2 straight games with touchdowns now. Can he make it a 3rd one now right here on this drive? 6 seconds on the play clock. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar dropping back. He's going for the corner of the end zone. He's not going to get Beckham on this one. And there's no flag on this one. Odell ain't getting a flag on this one. It's 3rd and 8. No flag against Odell here, or in favor of Odell. The Ravens are faced with a 3rd and long. If they don't get it, it's going to be a field goal attempt. Just madness. Absolute madness. So 3rd and 8. They need to get to the 3-yard line to reset the downs. 28 seconds on the clock. Lamar takes the snap, dropping back, looking for something. He's running to his left. Throws it across the middle. Completed for a touchdown. That's to Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. 20-10. 23 seconds left here in the first half. Lamar's mobility, he tries to run to the left. You're thinking he's stepping up to run, and he's not. He ends up throwing it across the middle. He ends up throwing it down the middle to a open Rashad Bateman, who was able to squeeze into a window that allowed him to catch it, high point it, and take the hard hit down for the touchdown. As the snap, the hold, the kick are all good. And the Ravens now lead 21-10 with 23 seconds left in the first half. Listen, I'm not really a betting man, but I'll tell you, I can pretty much guarantee you the Bengals are not going to try anything before this first half ends. They're going to go they're going to go into halftime and regroup. Bateman, not a great throw from Lamar, honestly, but it was a good catch by Bateman. So thank goodness for that. That actually saved it from being worse. But congrats to Bateman on the touchdown, man. 11-point lead for Baltimore, but as you all know, it's football. The NFL, anything could happen. You could easily lose all those points. You could lose that lead just as quickly. Remember what I told you about the Ravens? They're a 3-quarter team. In the fourth quarter, they struggle the most. They're good in the first 3. They fall apart in the fourth. So anything could happen. But so far, with that completion, Lamar now has 2 touchdowns of the night, no interceptions, 100 and what looks to be 86 yards passing. He's 12 for 19 on passes. So he's looking real good tonight. As the kickoff is on its way with 23 seconds left again in the first half, going out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Actually insane. Actually insane. Actually insane. This will be a fun story for tomorrow's stream. This will be fun. So again, we talked about the prime performers so far. Mixon's been having an okay day on the ground, but Browning is the one in. Are they going to try to run a play here? Oh, they got to be out of their minds. And they are. They're going to hand it off to Mixon and let him just go out here. 18 seconds on the clock and running. Let him run one play, and that'll do it. They're not going to run another play. They have no timeouts. They're going to call it here. They're going to go into the locker room, regroup. That's going to end the first half. They're going to have the State Farm halftime show on Prime. Bengals receive the second half kickoff, so they have an opportunity to capitalize coming out of halftime. But we'll see if they can pull that out. We'll see the status of Joe Burrow at that time. But in the meantime, our patented thing we do now at the end of every quarter and half, there is our buzzer for the end of the first half. We're going to take a quick break and, regroup. You guys go get yourself some water, some food. Do what you got to do. I'm going to try to do the same myself. Be back in a few minutes. We'll do a quick review of everything that happened in last week's action with some highlights that I know the NFL always posts. So we'll go through those and take a look and see what stood out, what was good, what was bad, Kind of maybe dissect some plays. But until then, see you guys in a few minutes. We will see you in a few minutes. Not kidding. Remember, be back.
my cell phone, trying to block you out. Wonder why you're still here, get out of my house. Keep touching on me, I'm a lot of rounds. Guess I go one more, only if you bounce. I don't mean to be rude, I'm just being honest. You asked for the truth, I can't make a promise. We could be through, but you don't wanna stop this. Love is the rules, can't find one true. It's getting late, I said too much. Look at me strange, I'll be too blunt. I'm easy to hate, I'm hard to love. But you love me anyway, or is it lust? It's getting late, I said too much. Look at me strange, I'll be too blunt. I'm easy to hate, I'm hard to love. But you love me anyway, or is it lust? Said I'd be in bed, I'm wide awake. Tracing my steps, get my new mistakes. We had a drink, but one turn date, yeah. I call it fun, why'd you say it was fake? I don't mean to be rude, I'm just being honest. You asked for the truth, I can't make a promise. We could be through, but you don't wanna stop this. Love is the rules, can't find one true. It's getting late, I said too much. Look at me strange, I'll be too blunt. I'm easy to hate, I'm hard to love. But you love me anyway, or is it lust? It's getting late, I said too much. Look at me strange, I'll be too blunt. I'm easy to hate, I'm hard to love. But you love me anyway, or is it lust? Strange, I'll be too blunt. I'm easy to hate, I'm hard to love. But you love me anyway, or is it lust? It's getting late, I said too much. Look at me strange, I'll be too blunt. I'm easy to hate, I'm hard to love. But you love me anyway, or is it lust? But you cannot hide. You daydream, I'm a homicide. You cut my heart, baby, like a samurai. I have sex to block the rage. You have sex to feel the pain. We're not the same, we're opposites. The pit inside your soul is fucking bottomless. And kill me slow, I wanna feel it. Blade so sharp, can cut steel with it. Blood runs red, it's romantic. Left a scar, no one wrong dead. You murder me, I don't want. You're on the run, baby, but you cannot hide. You daydream, I'm a homicide. You cut my heart, baby, like a samurai. You murder me, I don't want. You're on the run, baby, but you cannot hide. You daydream, I'm a homicide. You cut my heart, baby, like a samurai. You want it, you got it. You hurt me, I'm dying. Look what you started. Love to be violent. Heart on the table, it's turning black. Left me for dead, no I'm turning back. Kill me slow, I wanna feel it. Blade so sharp, you cut still with it. Blood runs red, it's romantic. Left a scar, no one wrong dead. You murder me, I don't want. You're on the run, baby, but you cannot hide. You daydream, I'm a homicide. You cut my heart, baby, like a samurai. You murder me, I don't want. You're on the run, baby, but you cannot hide. You daydream, I'm a homicide. You cut my heart, baby, like a samurai. You cut my heart, baby, like a samurai. Like a samurai.
Yeah, so I started from nothing. You know, people in your circle would just get to the bluffing. Yeah, they always switch sides, so I came through the loving. No, I can't do the loving. So they always switch sides, so I can't do the loving. Gino did the dash now, ayy. So I started from nothing. I got money on my mind and I know that it's coming. I know people switch sides, so I can't do the loving. When you down, they won't ride, everybody just bluffing. Now they hitting on my line, cause they see how I'm coming. And I'm finally doing fine, I've been counting these hundreds. And my baby gon' ride, she is not with the front. So I put in overtime, but look what I'm becoming. You can look me in my eyes, don't believe all the judging. So I do this for my people, we the best, you know. I got lots of problems, I'm just stressed, you know. I'm just praying for the days, I'm counting decimals. I've been riding with my brothers, for the rest they hold. I'm knowing I'ma make it, I just gotta be patient. I done come from nothing, now I'm about to make a statement. Bitches probably want me, but they can't even face it. Ayy, no, they can't even face it. So my brothers about to make it out the basement. If she for me, then she know there's no replacement. I be outside, she see that I'm dripping, little baby know that I'm fly. No love for my city, who thought I'd make it this high? I know they all fake and the real in disguise. I've been to the most, I'm holding all this pain inside. These bitches would dump me, now I don't really gotta try. I'm stuck in all my habits, but I gotta have it. Spend a couple bands on a jacket. All this money on me, I keep stacking. Why do y'all acting? Why do y'all capping? Can't really say much, but I'm back up on my bullshit. We don't got it from my buddies, they with the movement. Keep the shit blunt, you cross it, someone get ruthless. I don't got time for no drama, that shit is useless. Got no time for no bullshit, no time for a bitch. If you keep it real, best believe I never switch on you. All the money in the world, I won't switch on you. I could get you all the pearls, diamonds glitz on you. If I got the whole world, I'd be missing you. I could drip you on our money and Da Vinci too. Got the labels always calling cause we making moves. I ain't stopping till I got it and I swear that shit true. So my brothers better make it out the basement. If she for me, then she know there's no replacement. I be outside, she see that I'm dripping, little baby know that I'm fly. No love for my city, who thought I'd make it this high? I know they all fake and the real in disguise. I've been to the most, I'm holding all this pain inside. These bitches will dump me, now I don't really gotta try. They gon' hate you when you down and I swear that shit true. They gon' hate you when you down and I swear that shit true. They gon' hate you when you down, but we still making moves. Yeah, yeah. Dino to the dash now, ayy.
And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, I took the time to find something, and I did. We're in the halftime phase right now, as you guys can see. And we're going to reset the timeouts. But before we come back, I'm going to show you guys, we're going to go over some highlight clips, actually, that I found. Top 15 plays of Week 10, which I'm still yet to have seen. So we're going to take a look at these while they're about 5 minutes away from coming back from the commercial, from their halftime break. So we're going to pull this up on our patented host-only screen right here. Let's take a look at some of the top plays from this week.
Halfbacks, even in situations like this. Quick, easy completion here, gets a fourth and manageable.
3rd down and 10. Howell scanning the field, throwing over the middle. It's caught at the 5th hole. De'Ami Brown, he'll take it to
the completion there is actually insane. Watch. All this time in the pocket he's got to throw. He decides to commit here, and Brown just high points this thing and goes. McLaurin watching to make sure he has to block, but De'Ami Brown with a phenomenal catch here. Now number 14.
Come back to the right.
Herbert throwing over to Keenan Allen, who makes a great move to cut back inside and go in for the touchdown past the Lions. That was great. That was great. Well done. Well done. Bucks are on this list or what? Oh, yeah, this play. I remember this one. Rashad White gets a little space there, starts running, breaks free. He's got a little bit of room. He takes that big dive and gets into the end zone. What a great blocking there was on that, too, leading the way for him. 43-yard catch. Here's another one from the Washington-Seattle game. Sam Howell avoiding all that pressure. And what a great little throw and improvisation to go to Brian Robinson Jr., who was uncovered and was able to burn into the end zone. Well done. Once again.
Just get him on the ground.
From the blowout game between the Niners and Jaguars, Purdy puts it up. Caught by Kittle, who just completely burned that guy. Just gets to walk into the end zone for the touchdown.
Play a run.
Next up is Geno Smith. Again, all the protection in the world. Moves a little bit to the right. Dumps it to Kenny Walker, who makes a room for himself. Good block from Lockett, just putting his body in the way to slow guys down, and Walker just rolls right into the end zone. Well done, Kenny Walker.
Today to keep this Dallas offense at bay.
Put a man in motion. Dak looking for something against the Giants, and he gets a one-handed catch by CeeDee Lamb.
Prescott gets rid of it. Lamb.
Wow. See? Did the impersonation. Caught that one-handed right there.
Oh, one-hander.
Going right out of bounds. Beautifully done.
Out there right on cue.
They're going to show the replay again. Left hand, while he's getting held and everything and grabbed. Boom. Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Jacobs in motion. O'Connell looking all this time. Rolls to the right. Floats it up, and he said, give me that. Michael Mayer just put it on his head and said, give that to me. That's all mine, man. He basically said, you just got mossed, my boy. You just got mossed, my man. Right there. Boom. Well done. Jameis Winston looking for a miracle throw. Completes it somehow.
Simultaneous. It's a touchdown from one official.
And it's caught for A.J. Perry, A.T. Perry. Great catch, man. Great catch. As we're getting ready to start the third quarter, we're coming down the stretch here.
On second down, pass deflected, picked
The ball was deflected and picked off by Kyle Hamilton, the safety, in return for a touchdown. Well done there. Watson, prayers up for him. Hope he heals up well. Jackson in week 5 throws up, intercepted off the tip and deflection, and is returned back by Greg Newsome to tie the game up at 31. Number 4 is Burrow, who's also hurt. Prayers up for him. Hope his wrist is okay. He's rolling. He just throws it while on the run and completes it in stride to Jamar Chase, who takes it into the end zone. As we're watching what's going on the screen, they talked about it. Apparently, Burrow is not okay. He's not suited up to play. He's pretty much done for the day. As this one play you're seeing here thrown up, this should be the play of the week. When we saw this on Monday, I lost my mind. But the problem is that we were dealing with technical issues at the time. This was a wild play.
And wisely,
barely got his feet in.
Give your guy a chance, and so he threw. An amazing job, Sutton being able to keep
That's
his
like
feet
vintage
in.
Russell Wilson.
Touchdown pass.
Number 2, that one was somehow caught by Olave.
And it's ruled a touchdown.
That was insane.
The way they're playing.
This is number 1, David Montgomery, making some moves, making some ways around, breaking away, going. No one's going to catch him. Phenomenal blocking from his team, including Jamison Williams. He gets a 75-yard touchdown to get involved in this madness. Great work by the Lions. Look like such a different team now. But now we're back to the game action. We've returned. We're in the third quarter now. And let's go into the scoreboard as we should. Live play-by-play. We're officially in the third quarter. Let's get started now. But apparently my hotkeys are not working. Jake Browning is in. 1st and 10 for the Bengals here. Under center, 2 seconds on the clock. Handoff to Mixon. He gets a nice spin trying to cut his way around, but he gets swarmed by those black jerseys the Ravens are wearing. And only gets about a yard or two. Say about 2nd and 8. And the clock is running. Bengals, again, all 3 timeouts. This time around, it's 2nd and 8. So with Browning in the game, you got to ask yourself some questions. Can you still win the game with Browning? Well, from the small little sample size I saw in the last drive by Cincinnati, in the previous half, he has some significant arm talent. As the handoff here to Mixon is taken right, he's got a gap. He's going to explode down the middle, and he's going to get the first down. So it's 1st and 10 now for Cincinnati. So a fresh set of downs. If you keep performing like that, there's going to be no issues at all. Mixon at 58 yards on the day already. If you took a prop bet 50-plus alternate rushing yards for Mixon, congratulations, you just won some money. So 1st and 10, less than a minute into the second half already. Browning has some ability. If you guys know about how he played in high school, the man was a machine. Holds the state record for the most passing yards in the history of California high school sports. Holds the state record for the most career passing yards, nearly 17,000. As this carry for Mixon goes up just short of only a few yards. Went up the gut, couldn't get much out of it. So it's going to be about a second down now and what looks to be 6. Got a 4-yard gain out of it. Oh, that is not what we were trying to do. Give me that, please. Thank you. 2nd and 6. There we go. Now, Burrow has not come back in this game for sure. That wrist injury, like we warned you about, he couldn't grip a football or even make a throwing motion properly. But Browning does have a good arm, like I was trying to say earlier. Play action, looking, throws across, completed to Irwin. Just past the 50 at the 47 of the Ravens. And they're into Baltimore territory. It's 1st and 10. This man can sling it, man. This kid can sling it. Also like to add, Browning holds the current national record in high schools for the most career touchdown passes at 91 in his years in college. Actually insane. Actually insane. So far, 3 of 5 for 33. He's doing decent amount of work so far. Doing a great job. 1st and 10 again. Play action again. Rush coming. He's got to get it out. He avoids the sack. He's rolling to the right. He's just going to take it himself. And he's going to go down inside about the 41. They're looking for a flag for a late hit. They're not going to get it. I'd say it's probably about a 2nd and 5. About a 5-yard gain here. But they might be a little generous here. I think it's a 2nd and 5. But they might say 2nd and 4. This dude was getting rushed. He was able to avoid the dive tackle by the outside linebacker. Was able to run and slide down to gain some good positive yardage. 2nd and 5 it is. Wow, this kid is good. He's got some real good awareness and knowledge of the field. I like it. I really like it. 4 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Goes to throw. He's going deep, looking. And it's not caught. It's a huge tie-up between Jackson and Geno Stone. And Stone gets the better of him. It's 3rd and 5. The clock stops at 11:26. So 3rd and 5. 3rd and manageable. And Browning's showing some really good signs of life here. Some promising things for the Bengals. Especially if this guy can't continue. They're coming to line. It looks like they're going to have to definitely throw here. There's no way you're just going to hand this thing off. You're just outside of field goal range. A 1st down would be very nice. 5 seconds to go. They're resetting. 3 seconds. 2. He doesn't get the snap. He does get the snap off in time. And they didn't. He didn't get it off in time. It looked like he did. He did not. A flag comes out on the play. No timeout was taken. It's a delay of game on the offense. So it went from being a 3rd and manageable, now becomes a 3rd and long. 3rd and 10 it is. 3rd and 10. It's like you had 2 incomplete passes in a row, which is not what happened. And Zach Taylor is fuming, trying to say he called the timeout, and they didn't call it. He's fuming. And I don't blame him. If you called the timeout before that clock expired and they didn't take it, I mean, you literally cannot deny that. Unless it's past the 0 mark. Browning throwing it under intense pressure, looking for Irwin. Irwin could not come down with it, and there's a flag. There is a flag down. Rocky is sitting coverage. He's filling in today for Marlon Humphrey, who was unable to play. That's going to be pass interference for sure. Another flag on the play coming down here. This is against Rocky Sin. Yup, it's a spot foul. Automatic 1st down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Trenton Irwin tried to make this play, and he got contacted early because the ball had come up just a little bit short. He tried to slow himself down, come back to the ball, but he got contacted, and that bailed him out. Even though somehow Irwin still had a hand on the ball, went for a one-hand grab, kind of crazy. But 11 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock, and they've got a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. The legend of Jake Browning may start tonight, people. They have it on the 14. Here's the handoff. He's going to only get about, what looks to be, I'd say 2 yards down to the 11. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bengals. But again, they're in a good spot. Even if they don't get the touchdown here, it's a field goal. It's a 1-possession game. They're in a good spot. Brian Callahan, the offensive coordinator for the Bengals. He's working out of the booth tonight. Interestingly enough, yards per game, they average 74.8. That's the Bengals. They are last in the NFL in rushing yards per game, but tonight they've already passed that marker. Play action, looking, rolling to the right, left. Thinks he's got an opening. He's going to take it himself and go out of bounds around the 8-yard line. That's going to give him about maybe 5. Well, not really 5 yards. It's probably going to give him about, I don't know. I'd say about 3rd and 5 probably. I believe he's got only 5 to go here. Third down and manageable once again. They should be able to pull this one off, but who knows? They've done a good job chewing up this clock too. 3rd and 5, 8 plays gone, 67 yards on this drive. Just about 5 minutes consumed alone by the Bengals. So what is the plan? They got an empty backfield. Browning throwing across on a slant route, and Irwin could not hold on. Great defensive work by Ronald Darby, who comes in for Rocky Sin on that one. And so they're going to have to bring out the field goal unit. Third, it's going to be 4th and 5. It was well done, but he got his hand in there in the right spot, knocked it away. Irwin could not make that grab. Great work and coverage by Ronald Darby, the veteran corner. So McPherson's coming out for the field goal. It's a 26-yarder. It's a chip shot. It could be blocked, though. Anything could happen. 3 seconds to snap it. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's all good. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 8. It's a 1-possession game now. Ravens still lead, though, 21-13 with 9:58 left here in 9:56 left in the third quarter. Wow. This Browning kid can really move the ball. It's not even an exaggeration. It's not me fighting with the underdog or siding with the underdog. It's the actual truth. This kid's moving this ball. And I like it. I love it. I'm going to have to explain this one to you guys. I mean, this is rough. This is rough. This is actually insane. So now that it's official, Burrow's been ruled out for the rest of the game tonight, and they have no expected timetable for when he will return at the moment for what's going on with him. Now, what else I'm reading here, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can give you some clips from what I just saw. This kid is moving this ball so well, man. I got to see if I can find anything to show it to y'all. Let's see. I'm looking and I'm digging for the stuff. But in the meantime, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys tuning into the play-by-play stream. They're in a commercial break right now, waiting for them to come back. But in the meantime, we could also do a quick investigation and look around the league and actually around the NBA and sports world to see what's going on. So here is your sports update. In the NBA, OKC and Golden State have tipped off. Golden State with an early lead, 5-2, 10 minutes to go in the first. That you can watch that one on NBA TV. And earlier tonight, there was Brooklyn versus Miami against the Heat. So the Nets and the Heat, which was one of the games we talked about doing a play-by-play for, but the fans voted overwhelmingly for this game tonight. Miami ends up winning this thing 122-115 over Brooklyn. And a look into the NHL so far tonight. Here's what we missed. Detroit loses to Ottawa in overtime, 5-4 in the Sweden Global Series. The Golden Knights beat the Montreal Canadiens by 6-5. The Devils beat the Penguins 5-2. That was one of the games we were also debating about covering tonight. You guys decided otherwise. Arizona beats the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-2. Currently in action, you've got the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Chicago Blackhawks tied at 2 with 10:55 to go in the third. Vancouver and Calgary tied at 1 with 11:42 in the second. And the Islanders already beating the Kraken 1-0, 11:07 in the first. And the other games still to go tonight, 10:30 Eastern, St. Louis versus San Jose. That'll be in the San Jose's home ice. And Florida Panthers taking on the LA Kings, 10:30 Eastern as well. All both games on ESPN+. As the kick is on its way, going deep and out the end zone for a touchback. Now, also, it's actually interesting to go back and read through all these numbers and be like, whoa, what's going on? Let's see if there's any college football stuff we can talk about. Oh, Pittsburgh and Boston College. Pitt won, but there's a whole controversy around that. I'm going to leave it be for now. We'll talk about it at a separate time. In college basketball for the women's, the Clemson Tigers get absolutely stomped out by the South Carolina Gamecocks, 109-40. That was pretty bad. Louisville did the same thing to Bellarmine, and Ohio State, same thing to Boston College. As we go back to this one, handoff here to, looks to be, that is Gus Edwards getting a nice run going down to the midfield. 25-yard run for him. What a great play that was. What a great run. So 1st and 10 again. Okay, we're at midfield. He made a beautiful cutback. That was actually well executed. I love that from Gus Edwards. Beautiful run. He's having way more success tonight than Keaton Mitchell, I'd like to note. Keaton Mitchell having some struggles tonight in the backfield. Edwards now 5 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson looking, got time. He's going to have to move around. Checks it down to who looks to be one of his backup tight ends who catches that one. That one goes to Charlie Kolar. And it's another first down for the Ravens. Moving this ball real well. Another injury for the Bengals. Cam Taylor-Britt, the corner's been making so many great plays tonight, has been ruled out for the game. As this carry from Gus Edwards goes for about 7 yards, it's going to be 2nd down and 3. Already deep, getting deep into Cincinnati's territory, I have to say. Doing a lot of great work. And this has just been a bad night for injuries for both sides. They've really been getting banged up big. This is absolutely terrible. You have to feel bad for both sides. Especially the Bengals. You may have just lost your franchise quarterback for the season with this wrist injury. And supposedly he may have had this injury prior to the game and it wasn't reported. As this handoff to Gus Edwards again is going to fall in for a first down. He gets a nice push, drives his shoulders through, gets across the marker. It's another first down for the Ravens. My goodness. 7:50 to go now here. We're about halfway through this third quarter, and the Ravens are just moving this ball like crazy. On this drive, 3 carries for 37 yards. They don't have an answer for them on the ground. Keaton Mitchell in now for Gus Edwards. And they're moving him out in motion to the right, so he's going to have an empty backfield here. Possible screenplay I'm seeing. And if it is a screen, it's going to Mitchell. Dropping back, it is to Mitchell. It's a screenplay. I knew it. And he gets a nice carry out of it. A nice run. Has to get pushed out of bounds, but not for an 8-yard gain. So 2nd and 2 for the Ravens, who are now in the red zone. 2nd and 2. 8-yard gain. Keaton Mitchell, I have to say, this season, he's been a pleasant surprise for Baltimore. 15 carries this season, 168 and 2 touchdowns. He has been a nice find for these Ravens in the midst of J.K. Dobbins' unfortunate injury to his Achilles. Flowers motion to the right, another handoff. It's a keeper, actually, to Lamar Jackson. Just goes and slides for the first down. Lamar getting the first again, doing it on his own. Like I said, they're already in the red zone. They're just moving deeper and deeper. This one will get him over the 15. Again, great awareness and good job with the read option deciding to let the guys bite on Mitchell. Even though really it was more, they were full. I was actually somewhat fooled by Mitchell handoff. So if I was fooled, I think everybody else was too. 6:15 to go. Handoff to Mitchell this time. He's got a little bit of a seam. He slides down after about a 3-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Ravens. Again, within by around the 10-yard line at this point. They're already in goal-to-go scenario without the goal. Very impressive up to this point. Very good performances so far. 7 plays, 65 yards, and 4 minutes taken up on this drive by Baltimore. They are moving very fast. No guarantees they're going to score here, though. Lamar dropping back off the snap. Has to step up in the pocket. Rush was coming for him. Escapes a sack. And he falls down. Oh, and he might be hurt. Oh, no. Oh, no. This might be bad. And, yeah, he's limping. He's limping. He's up, but he's limping. I think he slipped in the dirt of some kind. He went to set himself, but he couldn't stop his weight and his momentum, and he just went down flat. And that's a sack, but it is not good. They're going to have to check him out, or he's got to finish this drive. Something's got to happen here. He's going to finish out the drive somehow. They might have to give him the old Byron Leftwich treatment. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to run it this time. He's going to the 10, working inside, going out of bounds around the 7. And he is going to be short, and it'll be 4th down. What's crazy is they moved Mitchell to the right in motion, and he decides he's going to take the run himself. But as he was running, he wasn't really trying to go for the marker. He was just trying to get as close as he could to the sideline. And he's really, really banged up. It's 4th and 4. They got to check him out. That's a 8-yard gain for him, but the field goal unit's out for a 25-yard chip shot for Mr. Justin Tucker. As the snap, the hold, the kick are all good. With 4:02 left on the clock here in the third, the Ravens regain their lead again and extend their lead back to the original margin, 24-13. Once again, 4:02 left in the third. A lot of scary things just happened. A lot of scary things. I gotta hope he's all right. You gotta hope he's okay. That was really scary and brutal. He just stopped. He just froze up and hit the ground. He couldn't put any weight. That's really bad for Lamar Jackson. I really hope he's okay. He's limping around. That ankle's really nagging on him now. So hopefully he's all right. Now, the person who would actually somehow benefit out of this is the Steelers with this injury. As Schefter reported 5 minutes ago, the Steelers could be facing back-to-back AFC North backup quarterbacks in successive weeks. Because this week, the Steelers got the Browns QB, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, or also known as DTR, the rookie from UCLA, who will be starting in place of Watson, whose season has been ended with a shoulder surgery he just got, that he'll be able to return next year. And depending on Joe Burrow's health, they could also be facing Jake Browning next week. So that could be really bad news for the other teams, but good news for Pittsburgh. But I don't know how it could be good news for Pittsburgh when your quarterback is still comparable to Zach Wilson statistically. So, I mean, I don't know. If that's the case, anything could happen. A backup could beat anybody at this rate. But, yes, this is where we are at. This is where we are at. This is not the place you want to be. But you know what? Things happen. You can't control it. But what I am reading, some of the information, they're talking about the hip tackle and everything. They're focusing on it. I would not get rid of it. It's just a freak. It's a freak incident. It always happens. You know, I mean, it's a freak incident that happens. You can't control it. Update with Tom Pelissero says, with Cam Taylor-Britt's injury, it's a left quad injury. He's out for the game. They lost one of their top corners for the game. What else do we have? Or what else do we have? I'm looking through something. I'm looking through some other stuff. Oh, Black Friday football coming up next Friday. Dolphins, Jets, kickoff 3 o'clock Eastern. And that'll also be on Amazon Prime. Something interesting to look back at. Now, they're getting ready to go here. They're checking out Lamar to make sure that he's got some mobility, can still go back into the game. They're saying it's because his cleats got stuck in the turf, but I just don't know. I really don't know. But the Ravens defense is out on the field taking a look. We're going to see what happens. In the meantime, we're going to go back to this game and talk about what's going on. So, reset to 1st and 10. Browning has gone the field again for the Bengals. Again, if you guys don't know, Burrow is out of the game with an injury to his wrist. So, it is Jake Browning who has to take the lead and try to help the Bengals win this game. So, 4:02 on the clock. 1st and 10 on their own 25. Browning completes it to Chase, who gets about a 9-yard gain there. But a flag is down with 3:57 on the clock. Flag, people. Flags. Flag, flag, flag. There's just flags everywhere, right? Illegal formation on the offense. That one's coming back. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down. 15 and 1. So 1st and 15. Not good. This Ravens defense has actually been insane this year. 2nd in points, 1st in total yards, tied for 1st in pass touchdowns, 1st in rushing touchdowns allowed. They've been just so good. But 1st and 15, the snap to Browning. Browning's got some time, pressure coming, trying to avoid the sack. He's going to get taken down at the 10-yard line. In for the sack there is Odafe. And it's 2nd down. And that was a significant sack. That might be a 25-yarder. So you're talking 2nd and 25 possibly right now. That offensive tackle had no idea what he was doing. And down he goes. Brown Jr. got absolutely pummeled. Lucky enough it wasn't 2nd and 25 now. It's 2nd and 22. So less yardage. Browning hands it off here. Another decent run for the back. Williams takes this down to about 18. So by taking it down to the 18, we're talking about probably an 8-yard gain. We're at 8-yard gain, probably put him at like 3rd and 14. I believe 3rd and 14 is where they're at this point. And in attendance today for this Raven game, how about Ray Lewis in attendance today? Pro Football Hall of Famer, class 2018. It's actually 3rd and 17 because they don't know how to count. So Browning has to do something here. He's going to go deep and just throw it up. Will it be caught? Jamar Chase makes the catch. But is his feet in? Were his feet in? Were his feet in? It were not in. They're going to say it was incomplete. Oh my goodness, the fact he even got his hands on that's insane. The awareness of the DB, though, to push him out of bounds is great. Both of his feet were out. He didn't get a single one inbounds. Both of them were out. Well done, Ronald Darby, with your awareness again. Paying dividends. So 4th and 17, and since he's got a punt. And the punt is on its way. Going deep, deep, deep. Actually coming in a little shallow. To the 44-yard line of the Ravens. Fielded by Duvernay, called for a fair catch. So I think they're saying 2:13 remaining in the third. The Ravens leading 24-13 and have the ball back. We don't know if Lamar's coming back, though. I'll be honest with you. We don't know if Lamar's coming back. In the men's basketball realm, let's talk about that for a second. In men's basketball, what we're witnessing. Some interesting games to keep an eye on that I'm watching. Houston beats Towson 65-49. But around other areas, let's take a look at the men's basketball again and see what's going on in terms of scores. What's going on? What's going on? With the ranked teams, it was only Houston playing today against the Towson Tigers. Tomorrow, you're going to have a loaded slate of games in the top 25. Arizona, number 3 in the nation, takes on Belmont. You got Villanova versus Maryland. You got Illinois versus Valparaiso. Valparaiso, what do you want to call them? The Valpo. Alabama, number 22 in the nation, taking on Mercer. You got North Carolina, number 20, taking on UC Riverside. You got Arkansas, number 14 in the nation, taking on UNC Greensboro. And then you've got number 13, Texas A&M, taking on Oral Roberts University. Keep it going. James Madison, who's on a big tear lately, still hasn't lost yet in the top 25, is facing Radford. Kentucky, number 17 in the nation, taking on Stonehill, who has not been a good team this year. Take on also, you have Michigan State, who's been struggling oddly, like a lot, taking on Butler, who hasn't lost yet. Duke taking on Bucknell, which should be an easy win for Duke, but anything could happen. And then you got Georgia versus number 12 in the nation, Miami. A win by Georgia would be pretty stunning. But that's what that looks like. In terms of the women's realm, let's do a quick analysis of this. Currently today, it looks like Iowa's in trouble. Iowa is in big trouble. Let's go over some of the other action. Creighton, number 22 nation, taking on Green Bay, and Green Bay beat them. Bellarmine loses to Louisville, like I said, number 19 Louisville. Ohio State beat Boston College. It wasn't close. South Carolina beats Clemson. That wasn't close. Number 20 Maryland versus number 8 UConn. UConn crushes them, thanks to Paige Buicker's 24 points and 6 steals. Virginia Tech, number 9 in the nation, obliterates Houston Christian, 105-36. Number 6 in the nation, Stanford against Cal Poly, are obliterating them. But now we have an issue going on Kansas State and Iowa with 14 seconds left. Iowa, number 2 in the nation, led by Caitlin Clark, is down 3 points to Kansas State Wildcats. If we go back to the scoreboard here, the handoff here, we got another big play by Keaton Mitchell. He's got openings, cutting back and forth to the 40, to the 35. He's going out of bounds. And they're looking for a flag for a late hit, and they're not going to get it. So 1st and 10 again. 1st and 10 again. 1st and 10 again. Mitchell just making moves left and right. So shifty. Cutting back and forth. Changing his direction. It's very impressive, honestly. It's very impressive. Another major first down for the Ravens. This offense is firing on all cylinders. They're on the 35 of the Bengals. Can the defense even get one stop? Just one. It's a screen to Flowers, who gets by again using his speed, but he's only able to get to the 29. He will be about 4 yards short, so make it 2nd and 4. So 2nd and 4 it is, with 1:08 to go here in the third quarter. Lamar, they're checking out his ankle. They're saying he's moving around a lot better now that they've taped it up and they've done their work on it. So he should be fine the rest of this game. Body permitting. As he takes a deep shot to the right. Almost got Odell Beckham with the one-hand catch. Almost again with one of the craziest catches you'll ever see. Almost had it. 3rd and 4. Incomplete. He'll be on the 43 seconds left. Working one-on-one with Chidobe Awuzie. Makes a nice break move, trying to get some space here, separation. He got a little bit, but it's off his right hand. He was trying to secure it, going for that one-handed grab that he's so patented, known for, and he couldn't reel it in. So 3rd and 4. Beckham on the sidelines now. Jackson trying to figure things out. 5 seconds. Back in the backfield. Dropping back off the snap. Looking. Got some time. Drop back a little more. They're chasing after him. He's going to get brought out of the sack. He's going back to the left. He's just throwing for the end zone. Does he got a man? He does not. It's caught by Flowers, but he's gone out of bounds, and we have an injured Bengal on the field. Another injured Bengal down and hurt. 30 seconds on the clock. We have another injured Bengal on the field. This one is Turner, who's, again, in for Taylor Britt. Taylor Britt's already injured with the quad issue. Now you have Turner hurt, the backup corner. He has an issue. He's having a hard time getting up. This is going to get very interesting with these injuries. Can we just cancel this game? It was well caught, but he was already out of bounds. It was too late. Tried for the toe tap, but he was already well out of bounds at that point. 30 seconds on the clock here left in the third quarter. Turner gets off under his own power. He's trying to walk it off. We'll see what happens with him. But it's 4th and 4 nonetheless. Score is 24-13. They're bringing out the field goal unit. For a 47-yard attempt, it's Justin Tucker, the man, the myth, the legend, the probable Hall of Famer. As the snap, the hold, and the kick are all good. So with 26 seconds remaining, the Ravens increased their lead by 3 points to make it 27-13. The Bengals would need 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points to tie it. That is if their defense can get a proper stop and not allow any points and get a punt. That's what it would take, and I don't think they're doing that right now. So, but nevertheless, the Ravens are up 27-13 still, and that's where we're at. And of course, the Athletics doing athletics things. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to do it. I got to screen share this while they're in their slight small commercial. While they're in their slight small commercial, the A's have posted this. This is athletics.com/Vegas. I'm scared to see what the comments say. But let's see what it says, right? Talking about their new ballpark and what they plan to do. And what they're going to have in Vegas. What in the world are they thinking? Not okay, man. Not okay. Read the room, buddy. Read the room. So they make the field goal. It's 27-13 now in this one. Reset the 1st and 10 because that will likely be what it's going to be, because it's going to be that when they get the kickoff. Speaking of which, the kick is on its way. And this one's going out the back of the end zone again for a touchback. Interesting. So with Cincinnati losing, they would fall to 5-5, and Baltimore with a win would go up to 8-3. And they need a big win. They really do. And the handoff here to Mixon. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to go down. 2nd down coming and probably 10 or 9. I'm going to say it's about a 2nd and 10, but they're probably going to say 9 because they want to be generous. No, 2nd and 10. Okay. As we're coming to the end with 5 seconds left here to go, they're not going to get a snap off. We're going to come to the end of the 3rd here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Baltimore leads 27-13. Cincinnati has the ball in their own territory on their own 25. 15 minutes to go. Can the Bengals mount some kind of comeback to show some kind of fighting spirit? That remains to be seen. As they go to commercial, we've got some footage of what happened with Burrow and what he's kind of saying in this video. I'm going to let you kind of decide what's being said. I'm going to let you decide what's being said here. He's coming out of the Bengals locker room, just went back in, then came out with a beanie talking next to T. Higgins. He's not happy. Listen to the clip and let's see what he says. Can we decipher it? I heard the word broke. It sounds like he said it's broke. But I kind of don't want to jump down the rabbit hole of like conspiracy theories. But it does sound like he said it broke. And I don't know if that's something I'm not speculating. I'm going off what we heard. It sounds like he said the word broke. And if it's a broken wrist, he's done for the year. This is bad, man. If it's broken, we're in trouble. It's either he said it's broke or it's not good. So this becomes a question that we're going to have to deal with here. I mean, this is just bad, man. This is just bad. So with now 15 left to go, Cincinnati's got to try to win this with Jake Browning. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that the Bengals could win this, or tie it at least. But again, I told you guys the magic of the Baltimore Ravens. They'll do so well in the first 3 quarters that they'll choke away the final quarter and make it seem like it's close. So don't be surprised if in this quarter it gets closer and they pull in within like 4. Which again would mean a touchdown and field goal, which is definitely very possible. So just keep an eye on that. This is going to get very interesting. Very quickly. Very quickly. So we're back from commercial now. Once again, we talked about the score is 27-13. Anything could happen here. Let's see what we're working with. Let's check the notifications, see if any sports news has come out, football news. According to some, it sounds like he says, like, if you're reading his language, it looks like it says, I felt a pop. Reading his lips, that's what it looks like it says. He looks like he said, I felt a pop. But if that's the case, that's not good. Not good at all. But again, we're going to continue here with the clock. We're going to the fourth quarter here. With the 2nd and 10, we're going to reset the clock. Last 15 minutes of the game, anything could happen. Let's see if Jake Browning can lead some kind of miracle comeback. So we're going to talk about some of the stuff that you've seen from Jamar Chase so far. Against press man coverage, he's got 73 routes, which is the most in the NFL. He's done pretty good. He's done pretty well in that situation. In week 2, he ran 8 routes with 1 target. And tonight, against the Ravens, he's got no targets in 8 routes as well. So he's only been targeted once in 16 routes that he's run in that situation, which is kind of crazy to think about. He really hasn't gotten the ball. Kind of shocking. But 2nd and 10, apparently, I guess they're talking about something with the offense. I'm going to mute this. I'm opening a bag. They had a stoppage involving a drone, and so they're trying to figure that out. Now they're saying everybody can come back onto the field, so they've cleared it out, and now they're ready to continue the game. Now, I'm going to show off a little bit. If you guys are wondering what I'm snacking on today, it looks like a moon cake. It's not a moon cake, I promise you. I told you guys, moon pies. Best things in the world. It's like a little bit like a cakey. It's like cakey, but also in the middle it's got not mushrooms. Got marshmallow. It's delicious. And the frosting over it, the frosting coating in different flavors. This one is banana. As he takes the snap, Browning checks it down to the tight end and tries to make a few moves. He's getting down after only 2 yards. Well done, 3rd and 8. Well done by the Ravens there. Tanner Hudson only gets 2 yards on that one. As Burrow looks on in disgust because he knows he wants to be out there and he can't be. There's a man in the backfield with Browning. Got the wideout spread out. Dropping back, Browning. Throwing. Almost completes it to Tyler Boyd. It gets knocked out of his hands and ripped away. Great work by Kyle Hamilton, the safety, to create the separation and break it away there. And you've got 14-13 on the clock and a 4th and 8. And they're going to have to punt this thing away again. Again. A poorly executed throw, by the way. As in, just not a bad place a bad place to put it. Punt's on its way, 14-10 and counting. Fair catch fielded around the 34-yard line. And he had to hit the dirt because it was coming in shallow and low. An interesting thing to note about, which I actually think is a pretty interesting fact, the AFC East in the last 2 weeks, the record is 0-7. And last week, 6 games ended on a field goal as time expired in the 4th quarter, which is the first time that's happened in NFL history. Other things to talk about, Buffalo Bills had fired Ken Dorsey as offensive coordinator on Tuesday, and Watson's done for the year with the shoulder injuries we discussed on the show today. I also believe justice for Ken Dorsey. I didn't think he was the problem. So 1st and 10 on the Baltimore 35. Lamar Jackson with the handoff and a good running carry there by Keaton Mitchell again, going down just shy of the 40. So 2nd and 5 more than likely in my opinion. But it could be wrong. We'll see what they mark it. I think it's a 2nd and 5. It's 2nd and 5. He really has not done much. He didn't do much in the first 8 games of the year. But in his last 3, he has been a machine. Lineup under center is Jackson. In a 2nd and mid. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell's got a bit of a lane trying to make himself somebody. He gets wrapped up 2 yards shy of the first down marker. It's going to be a 3-yard gain. Great play made there by, it looks to be Logan Wilson. So 3rd and 2. With the clock still running. Another handoff to Mitchell. He's got a little bit of room there through a gap, and he's going to get the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Ravens. A fresh set of downs as the clock is continuing to trickle down. 12:50 left in this one. I dare you guys to find something that's better than the moon pie. Moon pies are so good. Especially if you get them fresh from the source in Tennessee. So good. So good. Handoff by Jackson. It's a keeper. He's got a lane, and he's just going to go down. He's not even going to try to keep running. He goes down around this, what looks to be the 45-yard line. So this time it'll be 2nd and 3. It's not injury this time. He just went down to protect himself. So 2nd and 3. They're showing in the booth upstairs. Executive VP of the Ravens is Ozzie Newsome. He's done a great job with this organization up to this point in his role. Shout out to him. And same to Eric DaCosta, the GM, who always tries everything he can to give Lamar what he needs and for this offense and this team. So shout out to them for doing such great work. As the handoff here is going to the running back, and he's going to get the first down, squeeze his way through. But we have a flag. We have laundry. 11:40 on the clock. Keaton Mitchell has the first, but is it going to stand or is it going to be a hold? It's a holding. Flag on the play against the Ravens. This one on, once again, John Simpson, the guard. Just a rough play. Jordan Battle came in off balance, which is a clear sign of the hold, and that's where the flag flew in. And so that is going to back him up 10 yards and make it a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 12, actually, apparently. They're calling it a 2nd and 12. Go figure. All of a sudden, it changes. Clock restarts. And the clock apparently stopped at 11:27. Clock restarted because the clock doesn't know what it wants. 2nd and 12. Lamar dropping back to throw. Pressure coming from his left. Rolling out to the left now. Fakes the throw, takes it himself, past 50, goes down around the 48. He keeps losing his footing, but it looks like he's just going down to the ground. I think it's 3rd and 5. I don't know for sure, but what keeps happening is he keeps trying to go down, but he's just going down to hit the dirt. He's not going down safely. It looks like really rough. 3rd and 6, though. It is a 6-yard gain for Jackson. Pressure coming again. He's got to get it out, and he gets hit as he throws. It's a forward pass, but it's incomplete. Looking for Isaiah Likely. With 10:40 on the clock. And so 4th and 6. And the unit is coming off the field. They're going to have to punt this one away, it looks like. And Lamar's pissed. He is pissed, man. He wants to do more, and he can't do it. I mean, you want to talk about do more, can't do it. Look at the Bengals. They want to do so much more to stay in this game, and they can't because their guy got hurt. As the punt is on its way. And this one is going to fall back. And it goes out the back of the end zone. Great defense play by the Bengals there. It goes out for a touchback. they'll get the ball at the 25. So with 10:33 left, the Bengals are getting it back at their own 25 with the hope that they can get inch closer to cutting down this lead and tying the game up. They're down 14. Just 2 touchdowns are needed. But again, that's 2 touchdowns to the backup quarterback who's never started a game in his life. As I eat the crumbs because I am a fat bastard. And so, we have hit this point where the Ravens, I think they have the game locked up, but anything could happen. Cincinnati could easily make them choke and do what they want to do, so I'll keep an eye out for that. Anything could happen. Honest to God, anything could happen. So I don't even know at this point. And we have the update. Iowa goes down. Kansas State takes them out. Kansas State wins 65-58. Caitlin Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes go down to the Kansas State Wildcats in a stunner. Stunner. Let's take a look at some other sports of what's going on. Let's check out soccer. And the soccer realm, you have the CONCACAF Nations League. U.S. is crushing Trinidad and Tobago. With, at the 89th minute, they're up 3-0, doing a great job shutting them out. They scored 3 goals in 8 minute span and pretty much put this one away. Great work for them. Ronaldo, they were talking about him keeping Portugal a perfect Euro qualifying record. They have qualified again. And now they're going in, basically. They're going in. This is what we're talking about, basically. Portugal's now on top of their group with 27 points, 8 ahead of their second place team, which is Slovakia. Liechtenstein are bottom with no points after 9 games, so now they're in full control of going back to the Euro in the qualifier. Congrats to them. They're doing a great job themselves. Let's talk about what's going on everywhere else, though. I'm thinking about some of the college football work. Let's see if anything updates with the college football. Oh, Jim Harbaugh accepted his 3-game suspension. He will take it. Big Ten has now ended their probe. As we go at the NFL, Browning takes the handoff here, gives it off to Mixon. He only gets about what looks to be 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7. I'm going to say minus that down. I think it's about 10-18 left. But again, Black Friday football, the game has gotten to a point where Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit have to promote next week's game, which is Black Friday football. You get to see the day after Thanksgiving, New York Jets football against the Miami Dolphins in MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 2nd and 7. Browning takes a snap, looking for somebody open. He's going to just check it down out to Mixon. Got to make a move. He's going to grab about what looks to be 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Cincinnati Bengals. They need something. You need something. You can't just do checkdowns forever. You just can't. That's all I've got to say. What else do we got? The Bengals with Jake Browning are setting. Drops back, looking. Got time. Pressure coming. Steps up, trying to avoid it. He's going to try to take it himself. He's stepping back, and he just gets swamped. And just absolutely crushed. Loses 2 yards. It's going to be 4th and 7. And with less than 9 minutes to go, you have to think this is the game right here. 4th and 7. Easy takedown. Unless they get a quick 3-and-out or turnover from Baltimore, this one has to be over for the Bengals. So 4th and 7, they're bringing out the punting unit. They got a punt with 8:39 to go in this game. After so many people requested for me to do this game, it's a little shocking to see the outcome be in this situation. And it's being fielded at the 26, and they're going to go down around the 31, 32-yard line. So Baltimore gets it with 8:25 to go. 8:25. Reset to 1st and 10. And that's where we're at. Back to what we were saying about college football right now. They're talking about some of the issues going on. We're going to talk about one specific quarterback, Mr. Daniels of Kansas, not Jaden Daniels, Jalen Daniels. Jalen Daniels is the Kansas quarterback for the Jayhawks. He's been sidelined by back issues for most of the season. He's going to return to the Jayhawks next year. This dude is an absolute machine. And this is somebody you don't want to mess with. He is that good. Happy to hear he's coming back. This is a guy who could do a lot of damage to a lot of teams. He's underappreciated for the amount of work he puts in. So happy to see that he's going to be able to go and return to the school for next year. So, yeah, that's where we're at. In terms of everything else that I'm reading, I'm going to the homepage for Twitter, see if there's any updates here that I can give y'all. What I'm going through, again, is the same thing. Burrow on tape saying, I felt a pop, if you read his lips. If that is the case, I hope he's okay. Now, what else we're seeing here is actually kind of interesting. I mean, let's see. From what I'm thinking, I mean, the Ravens have just been doing everything they can. They're taking advantage of the fact that the Bengals just don't have Burrow. There's nothing else you can really chalk it up to be. The Bengals are just bad. And I'm not blaming Browning because I think Browning's under a lot of duress and he's doing what he can to stay poised, but he panicked on that last third down play. He can't do that. But I also don't blame him because he has no receiving group right now. He doesn't have a receiving group. What do? You got no receivers. You can't do anything. So I can't blame him. Makari has been having a really hard time tonight, they're talking about. But he did get some decent protection when he's gotten assistance. He's just been having a hard time because their guys that he's facing, they got a good, Hendrickson's got a good way of working his way around to get to Lamar. He's got to him a couple times, but Lamar has good recognition and feel of the pocket that he knows when the pressure's coming. So he's able to move around here. Hendrickson's on the sideline for this one, but it's 1st and 10. Let's see what's going on. 8:25 left here in the game. The handoff, this one going to Gus Edwards. Getting a good, decent carry here. He's going to fall about, I would say, 4 yards short. So 2nd and 4. That was not the answer I wanted. I was looking for a different answer. Very interesting. 2nd and 4. There we go. The clock is starting to mess with me a little bit. I'm trying my best to get the times inputted, but it won't accept the time I'm using. 2nd and 4 with 7:53 to go here in this game, which I'm sure many people are asking if this can end already. Flowers in motion to the left. Flag on the play. It's a false start against the offense. Here's your flag. Every time the flag on the play. Makari, the guy filling in for Ronnie Stanley today, he is the one who commits the penalty here. A quick look at the upcoming schedules. Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Indy, Minnesota, and Pittsburgh. Again, for Cincinnati in the next 5 weeks. For Baltimore, they got the Chargers next week, then a bye week in week 13, followed by the Rams, then the Jaguars, then the Niners. Not an easy stretch for them. But again, 2nd and 9 now. I believe it was 2nd and 9. Yep, 2nd and 9 now for the Ravens. As Moore takes a snap, dropping back, looking. He's going deep for a nice throw out here to Beckham, who catches it in stride, breaks by a tackle. He's going. He's at the 20, 27, giving chase, 55, making the big tackle on him, down to about the 16 or 15-yard line. And Beckham has to be helped up here by the Bengals because of the hit he just took. And there is another flag on the play. Illegal contact on the defense by number 20. The penalty's been declined. It's a 1st down. Odell Beckham with an incredible play he just made. And he took a shot, man. That's a non-exaggeration. He took a shot. 1st and 10. He made a great catch here. He gets by Turner, tries cutting to the left, goes back to the right. 27 has to give chase. Beckham's not really running too fast when he changes directions. I'm noticing that, so that's where his age is really showing. But, dude, yeah, now you got Beckham hurt. He's getting checked out, but that was a big play. 4 catches, 116 yards today. He has been a machine. 7:13 to go. 1st and 10. It's a keeper for Jackson. Trying to get a block. He couldn't get it, but he's getting out about the 9 or 8 yard line, so he's going to be about what looks to be 3 yards short. So 2nd and 3, Odell Beckham getting checked out now. The shot he took to his shoulder was pretty rough. I won't lie to you. The collision they made, he went down hard. Like, hard, man. Because the person who was in on the tackle, ironically enough, Logan Wilson in on another tackle. This is crazy. I can't believe it, man. Wow. Second and 2. 6:26 to go. Still counting. Handoff to Hill. Hill trying to get to the edge. He's going to just get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep the clock running, though. It's 3rd down now and likely 2 again. For the record, this is now the 3rd Raven that Logan Wilson has injured tonight. 3rd one. He's injured Andrews, he injured Lamar, and now he's injured OBJ. There's some bad memes. The handoff given. He's going to get the 1st down, but go down just around the 3-yard line. That is going to be Gus Edwards making his way, trying to score himself another touchdown. But it's 1st down again and goal. 1st and goal. Todd Monk and the Ravens offensive coordinator. He has done a phenomenal job today working with this Ravens offense. They have not been taking their foot off the pedal today. They've definitely done some improving. So credit to them. Beckham on the sideline. They're just checking to make sure he's all right. 5 minutes to go here in this one. Close to over now. 5 seconds left here on the play clock. 2. 1 second. Snaps it in time. Great work. Gives it to Edwards for the touchdown. That's his 2nd of the game. That's good for my fantasy team. But more importantly, it is a touchdown for the Ravens. 4:49 on the clock. Another touchdown. It's 33-13. Wow, what a play by Gus Edwards, man. What a play. And Jamar Chase, you could say it now. His face says it all. He is done. He is fed up. It is now a 3-touchdown lead. There is nothing the Bengals can do to make up this ground. 4:49 on the clock. Extra point pending. It'll be a 21-point lead. And so Tucker's on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, and the kick. It's all good. And so it is 34-13 Baltimore. All Baltimore all the way through this whole game. Unfreaking believable. 4:49 to go in this one. This one's over. Just understand this is over. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Sorry, the commercial is stuck in my head. Every time I hear it, I have to sing it. It really gets to me after a while. But 34-13 is the score. Let's hope Odell's okay, though. That was a little bit of an interesting injury he had. I could tell by the collision it wasn't good. Oh, Logan Wilson's the one who had the injury. He apparently has now gone to the locker room. So now this is just bad for everybody. Let me just make sure I've got this taken care of. Thank you. Yeah, Twitter can be a cesspool sometimes. What happens is it's insane that Odell's now in the locker room getting checked out for his shoulder after, Logan Wilson tackles him again. What it's insane is that all the tackles are routine and clean. These guys are just made of glass. I don't know. I feel like that's the only way you could put it. It's kind of crazy. I'm a little fascinated by all of this too. For the record, this is the big catch and gain I was talking about, so you guys can see it. I just retweeted whatever Logan Wilson just did, but I'm going to show you guys the play where he got hurt. I'm going to show you that. The play where Lamar got hurt. I mean, not Lamar, Odell.
Behind.
Good run. Good run.
Got to keep number 8 on his feet. Yep. Going deep.
So great catch here. Great change of direction by Odell. You see him come across this way. Change his movement. Try to cut back to the right. 27's prepared for it. He's chasing after to make the tackle. And then here comes Wilson. Right down on the shoulder, heavy.
Good run.
I knew it the second he landed on him that he was hurt.
Taken down from behind.
Good run.
He made a good tackle. That's it. It's a clean tackle. It just, the dude is really banged up. He's very injury prone. It's unfortunate. Odell's got also over 100 yards receiving on this game. It's unbelievable. The amount of things he's doing is insane. It can't be mentioned enough. He's just been unreal today. This is the first 100-yard receiving game, by the way, for OBJ since the NFC Championship game back in 2021. He has been insane in that aspect. He's been a machine his whole time. So credit to him to still be able to have the ability to turn back the clock like that. As the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback, the Cincinnati Bengals will be taking over on their own 25. In fact, yards after the catch today for Odell has been the big story. He had 13 on the first catch he's had. Second one he had today, he had about 13 on that one. And on, I think today, I mean, for Lamar himself, 264 passing yards, but 163 came from yards after the catch. So 449, 1st and 10 on their own 25. Handoff to Mixon. Taking it, going down after about 2 yards. So there we go. They just talked about it now. Odell does have an injury to his shoulder, as we expected. The way he was slammed down on the ground, the shoulder was under pressure. As it looks to be, you talk about pressure. Jake Browning just took a massive, massive shot from Kyle Van Noy. Came in there, exploding down the middle and took him out. That's a 3rd down and probably 18, 17. About a 10-yard loss. That was insane. 75, Brown Jr. was not ready for him. He got right to him with a little bit of assistance from Odafe Oweh. But it's 3rd and 18 as I expected. 10-yard loss there. Been sacked 3 times, 4 QB hurries. And with 3rd and 18, there's not much you can do. Honestly, just take a deep shot or hand it off. They're going to hand it off. That's a typical sign of giving up. As apparently number 32 doesn't think it's given up because he runs it down to the 31-yard line. Ends up 4 yards short. He almost made up all that ground. Very good to him. Congratulations to him. He almost made up all that ground. So 4th and 4, 3:17 on the clock. Like I said, this game is more than likely over. It's 4th and 3 actually. So they got 3 yards to make up. It looks like they're definitely going to go for it. You don't have really much else to do. You just go for it, see what happens. Why not? Jay's going to give the kid a shot. Let him see if he can pick it up. Maybe make up some ground here. We'll see. I don't think he will, but it's worth watching. Here's a snap. He's looking. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to just run down the middle and get an opening. He's going to the open field into the 50, and he goes down around the 48-yard line of the Baltimore Ravens for a 1st down. So 1st down for Cincinnati. Again, very late for all this to be happening, but a great play nonetheless by Browning. And Browning looks banged up too. Oh, God. Browning is grabbing his back. But he's fighting through it. I can tell he felt the stinger on that one. He grabbed his back a bit, but he's going to fight through it. You can tell. You just know. You have a tell of the human reactions to things. He went for his back, but he's fine. He's going to fight through it. Fakes the handoff, dropping back, throws it across, completed to Tanner Hudson with another big catch. 1st down and 10 again as we reached a 2-minute warning here. With 2 minutes left in this game officially. Everybody's taking their breaks. Let them take their breaks. It's over. I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe it. I mean, this has just been really, really rough, man. The injuries in this Ravens-Bengals game have been unfreaking believable. Everybody's just getting hurt. Oh, interesting conversation here. How about this? The Rome Braves, the high A affiliate of the Atlanta Braves organization, their high affiliate, they have changed their name. They don't want to be the Braves anymore. They felt like for their reason they were going to change the name and become something different. They have announced that they're going to be a new kid-friendly identity. They have decided to become the Rome Emperors to fit the theme of Rome itself, being in Italy, and their history, and tied together with their main mascot being a penguin to make it kid-friendly. So very distinguished, but also, at the same time, kid-friendly. So it appeals to the younger audience. I like it. Good choice for branding, good choice for mascot. But they're on the Baltimore 30, the Bengals. Browning trying to at least get in the end zone once to show some promise for what's to come. Browning avoids a sack here. He's running. He's going to have to take off. He's got the first down and more. He's going down to the 16-yard line out of bounds after 1:52 left in this game. Very impressive. Odell Beckham Jr. is out of his jersey. He's in the street clothes. 116 receiving yards tonight. Like we said, this is his most receiving yards he's had in the game. And I'm going to shut up because we have a flag on the field for a penalty on the defense with an automatic first down. It's a holding against Kyle Hamilton on the Ravens. But Beckham had 116 yards this game, the most he's had, I think they said, since 2019, week 2. Pretty impressive, if you just ask me. Once again, it's 1st and 10. Bengals just trying to get an insurance touchdown to say, maybe we got something with this kid Browning. Let's see if we can hold him together with some proper practice and everything. And, proper first-team reps and see what he can pull off. He's run 4 times tonight for 40 yards. He's actually been pretty freaking good in that aspect. Both teams still got 3 timeouts. Browning in shotgun takes a snap, looking for somebody. He's going to throw it across, complete it to Trent Irwin, who's going to be getting the first down, but be just short. So it's going to be 1st and goal. So goal to go for the Bengals. So 1st and goal with the minute 37 and counting. They're going to try to get in the end zone quickly, make it 34-20, which I don't mind if they do that. Again, it shows a lot of promise and optimism for the Bengals with this kid leading the way. If he does good, they're good. 1:22 to go. They still have their 3 timeouts. They haven't used them yet. They probably won't. He's going to take the ball here. He's going to snap it. Snap it. Looking, pressure coming, rolls it out to the good catch, touchdown for Jamar Chase. On a comeback route to the outside with 1:08 on the clock, they get on the board. 34-19 is the score now. Bengals down with an extra point, they'll be down 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. Now again, anything's possible, but I'm telling you now, it's not happening. Great play and catch by Jamar Chase. Great throw, great location, great planning, great play design. Just everything was good on that one. But 1:08 to go. We all know 2 touchdowns is just not possible. So 34-20. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is all good. 34-20. Bengals are going to fall more than likely to 5-5, and the Ravens will rise to 8-3. So no matter what happens with the Steelers-Browns game, the Ravens will still be number 1 in the division, which is exactly what they need. They needed this. Because next week they have a harder challenge. They got the Chargers next. They need to hope everything goes well with them there. It's going to be very fascinating, I will say. At the minimum, it's going to be fascinating. Now, back to everything else you're reading in the news here. Again, if you guys are still with us, thank you all for tuning in. I can't believe everything that's going on here. And I apologize to all of you for the way this game has gone. This hasn't been a good game. Unless you're a Ravens fan, it's been a good game, but this has really not been a good game. They're going to go for the onside kick here. Will they get it? And it is caught and completed. I love how I say completed. To the Ravens, they recover the onside kick. That'll do it for the game. There's no chance the Bengals are going to use all 3 of their timeouts. You got to be dumb to do it. I'm sorry. You got to be dumb. 1:07 to go in the game. 34-20 lead for Baltimore. Cincinnati down 14. This one's pretty much over. 99% chance it's over. Like I said, there's only that 1% chance of something happening. As we're continuing to wait and see what's going on, we got 1:07 left here. Just see if they can end this game. They're either going to. I don't think they're going to take a knee. I think they're just going to try to run the ball and see how it goes. We're going to find out now. Yeah, they're going to try to run the ball because they feel like Cincinnati's just going to use their timeouts anyway. So I get it. They're probably going to do that. And if Cincinnati doesn't use their timeouts, cool. You can just take a knee. But here's the handoff. This looks to be to. Was this to Keaton Mitchell? Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell gets a few yards on that one. Clock continues to run. They're not going to call their timeouts. They're going to let him run. So they're going to let the clock run. They're not going to call any timeouts. It's 2nd down and likely 6. Well, not 2nd and goal. Correction. It is 2nd and 6. Sorry about that, everybody. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 7, actually. Because they can make up their mind with the yardage. 2nd and 7. With 30 seconds and counting going here, they're going to take the snap and likely knee it. Nope, they're going to hand it off again. This time to Gus Edwards. Breaking out to the right side, gets stuffed up at the line, taken down at the 39-yard line. 18 seconds left. That was likely the last play of the game. 3rd and 7. But it doesn't matter. This one is coming to an end. The Cincinnati Bengals have not only lost this game, but might have just lost their season. As a tragic injury to Joe Burrow may have just derailed their season, depending on the severity. So once again, the Ravens win, go on to 8-3. And the Bengals go to 5-5 at 500 and have to rely on Jake Browning to save their year. It's going to take Jake Browning to save this team. And if that is the case, I would be terrified if I were you. Not because he's a bad quarterback, because I don't think anybody wants to say, hey, look at that, we survived because of the Browning kid. I don't know why I sounded Italian when I did that. I wasn't trying to. But in the end, as you all can see, we're at the final, and we sound the buzzer for one last time. The Ravens have won this one 34-20 over the Bengals. Bengals go to 5-5. Ravens go to 8-3 and hold on firmly to their lead in the division. Obviously, the Joe Burrow injury sucks. You pray for the best for him and that everything will go well. But again, you got to hope everything. You got to hope for the best. If you're a Bengals fan, I am so sorry for you. We are praying for you, and we're praying for him. We hope everything goes well. Because this is rough. I feel very bad. A quick summary of the stats for tonight. Lamar Jackson in the win, 16-26, 264, 2 touchdowns, a 121 passer rating, 54 rushing yards, with the total yardage number of 318. A decent night for Mr. Lamar Jackson, who remains firmly in the MVP conversation. Another thing to discuss. Where you go. No update yet on the wrist injury and what exactly it is on his right wrist. We'll likely find out tomorrow or later tonight. It'll be late. But again, time will tell. We'll see what happens. But I got to say, it's just been, man, insane. Just insane. Now, I will end it off here by adding one little thing of optimism. If you're a Yankee fan or baseball fan here that's still hanging around, note this. Jeff Passan went on the Yankee show today with Michael Kay and said that the Yankee fans should be excited because I think they've got a really good chance of going out and getting so-and-so. But this was in the conversation for Juan Soto. He said it makes sense for the Padres to trade Juan Soto to the Yankees. But my thing is, what do they have to give up? So, obviously, on paper, it sounds great to hear that you could get Juan Soto. But at the same time, you're sitting there asking yourself, what are we going to lose for it? and this is going to be something that we come back and regret it, and we end up regretting this. That's what it comes down to. As long as you're not giving up too much, I'm fine with Juan Soto. I think everybody else would be too. But again, nothing is guaranteed these days. You never know. Now, what I will add, actually, you know what? We're going to close. We're going to close out on this. This was game 1. This is game 1 of the week. I will not be doing Sunday's games in terms of covering them. I will do predictions for Sunday's games. I will not do live stream for the Sunday games. I probably will not be able to do the Monday game either. No Monday night game this week. I have a work shift this week. How about this? I'm going to release at some point later this weekend a list of the schedule for what the shows are going to look like and what the program is going to look like for our show this week. So I'll put it out there. You guys know what to expect, what's coming, and that's it. So we're going to do it like that, all right? I feel like that's easier for you guys to keep up with, and it makes my life easier and your life easier. So again, that's going to do it for the show today. We're back tomorrow morning. The objective and aim is to be on at 10 a.m. If we're not on at 10 a.m., stick around. We'll be on at 11. So be here at 10. If we're not on at 10, go on at 11. We'll be on at 11. That's all. 11 o'clock is our backup time for tomorrow. 10 o'clock is the objective to go for tomorrow. But again, until then, thank you all so much for tuning in. Once again, the Ravens beat the Bengals 34-20, go to 8-3. Bengals fall to 5-5, but they've got more things to worry about than just being at 500. They got to worry about this man over here. They got to worry about this man right here. And hope that this guy is going to be all right. So again, thank you all for tuning in. We will see you all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. If not there at 10 a.m., we'll be there at 11 a.m. Twitch and YouTube, Brian Mansell Show, episode 28. Once again, thank you all so much, and we will see you all soon, tomorrow morning. Thank you again. If you haven't already, follow the channel on Twitch. One follower away from hitting 20 and hitting our big goal. And if you are watching us on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. It goes a long way in helping the channel grow and get more exposure down the line. Once again, I'm Brian Mansell, and thank you for watching.
Why'd I always do this to myself? Let all of these words come out my mouth. You could have been my life, walking down in white, but I let you down. Too late to turn back now, and what I said to you, I'm full of lies. So don't wake up, I can't bear goodbyes, no, no. I'm scared of going under when you piece it all together. Impossible to watch you frown, so I'll go down. Yeah, I'm done deceiving with my life, 'cause I can't forget those tears you cried to me. You cried to me. Guess you made me feel and I hate it. Admit you made it hard to fake it. Yeah, you broke down at my knees and I thought it won't escape me. No, no, no. I'm scared of going under when you piece it all together. Impossible to watch you frown, so I'll go down. You made me face my problems. arms and keeping myself open to you. And I'm sorry. I'm scared of going under when you piece it all together. Impossible to watch you from, so I'll go down. I'm scared of going under when you piece it all together. Impossible to watch you from, so